Yeah, Henry Kissinger won a Nobel Prize. So
you want M&M, bud?
he definitely committed some more crimes.
Yeah, he was not a nice guy.
You don't need to yell.
You want an M&M, bud? M&M. What color did you get? Orange?
He got chocolate.
How are you, bud? Would you end up having
Moyer dropped it on me last night that he might be
all
running against
basically-
Mike Flood.
Don't they? Am I remembering that?
Whoa!
What?
M&M's all
Moyer?
taste the same, right?
Wow.
Okay.
He was approached, and for the
The
past
color of the shell
month or so, he's been
doesn't
going
matter.
through the
Right,
vetting
right, but I was
process
like-
and all this other shit.
I just questioned myself. It made me feel crazy.
There's a vetting process?
Well, through the
Oh, he
Nebraska
wants, he's
Democratic
gonna DM.
Party, you know.
DNC. Oh, he's gonna. Wow. That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if he actually does it.
What's fascinating?
A friend of ours is looking at running against Mike Flood.
Oh.
Oh.
Who?
Moyer.
Where
He wouldn't be.
Thing about Moyer is we know him, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, from an outside eye, he is.
Do it, Moyer.
He is
Do it.
a regular old dude.
Then they'll find one
Yeah.
video that I was in with you and you were cooked, dude.
Well, we were
You are
talking about
cooked.
that. It's like, okay, well, you know, shit that's online is will that affect
I
you?
already had it done.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm a level behind all of you. because
I mean,
was dead for a while.
it's true. I mean, look,
Yeah.
we have a
I'll be
president
2 levels behind you since this is my
that
last session for
yeah,
a month.
Yeah.
shouldn't matter anymore, I guess.
Agree.
Nope.
But I should
I've
be
said the
more
word
motivated.
cunt
Yeah.
in public a bunch of times.
Yeah, but you're also never getting elected to
Yeah,
anything.
I know.
So.
I'd run on that. That'd be part of my platform. Yes, I've said cunt publicly. And I'll say it again now. Cunt.
A chicken in every pot and a cunt in every hand.
Sir, can you just read the
Wait.
book to the kindergartners and get the fuck out?
Remember, kids. Someone comes and offers you drugs. You tell them to go suck a cock. Suck a real hard big cock.
You
okay?
were right. His dementia is horde.
First, you say which ones are you offering.
That depends.
Which
Then
drugs?
you tell them to go suck a cock if it's not something good.
There you go.
Say no to low rent drugs.
The low purity drugs.
How much baby laxative has this cocaine been cut with?
All right, count me in. We've done enough
In
nonsense here.
5, 4, 3,
Yep.
a dos, a uno.
If Lincoln's down here, we're live. It
Is there really such thing as baby laxative as opposed to just laxative?
It does seem.
Probably because you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
babies can
There's
get
little-
constipated.
there's little
Yeah,
kid
you
laxative
probably
in.
need like milder stuff for a baby.
There's a little kid laxative for sure.
Okay, just
Because
use
you don't want to dehydrate a baby.
Just use Drano.
You couldn't just do a smaller dosage?
Just use a smaller doses of cocaine.
Just hold
What
them
are we
upside
talking
down
about?
and squeeze.
You don't have to express their anal glands like a dog.
So 2 of us here can be
I don't know.
I feel like
Art could be hired by
Doesn't
Art.
cocaine make you constipated? So wouldn't that kind of balance things out?
That would kind of help.
I don't know, Phil. Does cocaine make you constipated? Seems like you might be the authority figure in this room. All of a sudden.
I mean,
I've
Hi,
heard
Internet.
that too.
Does cocaine make you constipated?
Here's the
This is our
upshot.
question of the day.
I know Phil's job and most of the people he works with, 100% that's not going to hurt his career at all.
There you go. It's
Can
perfectly
you
fine.
make that a poll on the poll for today?
There you go.
For
Yeah,
all
do
of
that.
our viewers, does cocaine
I
make
mean-
you
okay, yeah.
I mean,
Just
bars will
leave it
know.
up. Leave it up the whole thing. We need multiple.
Yeah.
We need
Put-
really
put
people
powdered
to sign in
cocaine.
on
Bars will know, and if Bars doesn't know, then Orcs will know.
Orcs 100%. If I had to pick somebody. Also, maybe you learn if he was around still. He's European.
Indeed, yeah.
You know,
They
this sort
just-
of thing.
I mean, yeah, that's part of growing up. You just fifth year, you know, do a
Yeah.
bunch of coke.
Thing of milk and a baggie.
All right, count me in.
In 5, 4, 3.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's another big Wednesday.
Oh,
That means the library. Episode 20.
what?
Did you just spit that out, kind
The
of?
longest they'll let me leave it
I
up is
almost
10 minutes.
Take and Laura going,
Phantom Pain.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
But okay, the poll's up.
What's cocaine?
Phil has erected the pole.
does cocaine make you constipated? I'd like to ban whoever posted cocaine in here. That's right, Phil. You're the new mod to get banned for no reason.
Oh, come on, Hash. You know what we're talking
So,
about here.
what happened last week?
We.
Nose goes. Oh, my fault is just going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I sort of remember, so I'll take an opportunity.
Okay.
We made our way through the cave, fought some more of they that eat, thems that ate.
You guys that do eat.
Yep. Do be eaten.
Yeah.
And
All coming back to me.
then there were some tidal wave situations happening where the waves went into the cave and out, and it was very dangerous. I turned into a shark. And then the scary fish thing showed up again.
My fault, shark.
And it was scary. We didn't like it. But we managed to survive, and Mustafa and his wife and his crew arrived kind of in the nick of time, and we were able to then get through, find the book, and close said book. But we did not close any of the other books in the process, which was apparently what the librarian told me to do, and I fully forgot. In fairness, I'm an 80-year-old gnome woman, so I don't remember anything.
You gotta write it down.
You gotta text me before you want me to do something. I need it in writing. I don't remember shit.
So I have all these tattoos on my hand.
I'm literally in the movie Memento right now. Yeah, so we closed the book. Didn't close any of the other books. I'm not quite sure what situation that's going to be. Got everybody out, and we're planning on heading back kind of to that town, but we wanted to rest first because we didn't really trust the people
No,
at
you're
that
there.
little settlement.
You're there.
Yeah, but we rested first, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we went back.
Mm-hmm.
Velmora had a conversation with O'Reilly about life and continuing on to do things. O'Reilly's going to stay behind.
It's a,
It
it's
was
a,
very
beau-
touching.
it's a beautiful selfie, huh?
And now we're in the little town.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but we also saw that that people got out of the book. Maybe that's why when we left those books open, maybe that's how they got out.
Potentially. Yes. So, the librarian's mad at me. And now I have to remember to close the books.
Mm-hmm.
I think the librarian's probably gonna send her away for a while.
Think so?
Potentially, the librarian might kidnap me and hold me hostage for, let's say, 4 to 5 weeks.
Maybe you might get some training, like librarian training. Like you can be like, librarianette. I don't know. I don't know what they call that.
It might help me end up at the same level as you guys, or probably not, because I'm currently a level behind.
How was Puppet Show there, Remy?
Oh yeah, I went to I was looking for a puppet show, and they told me to go look in what they set up as like a tavern, and I got there, and you guys were there. You guys were all there already. There wasn't a puppet show.
I was gonna say, so you never got your puppet show?
No.
Why don't you do the puppet show?
I don't have any puppets. First of all,
You have socks?
oh, that's a great idea.
You could shave yourself a few times. Slowly make them.
You could probably use your testicles.
I'll have to practice with that. That's a good idea.
No, I don't.
It's not.
It's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
That could be a whole new thing for me to do. I could like
Brother,
hear
please do
anything
not
we
give
just
him any
said.
more ideas.
go and I could have my do my thing.
And he's gone.
Oh,
Okay, so
hello,
would
how
anybody
are you?
else like stuff? He's left. He's somewhere else now.
To puppet scroats. Shy Halud.
No.
This is not a cheers
No.
thing. We need to remember sometime. We need to do a whole year of it, so. I'd love a working count of the cheers as Chad does that literally everybody goes, I don't want to do that.
It's at least once a month.
I can do better. I'll keep trying.
We don't want you to try.
No, I gotta do
and I know
more.
you're not trying, you're just doing it.
Once a month, that's not enough.
No, that's right. Act out more. That's what you should have taken away from that conversation. Okay, so you're back in town. Well, town guest services.
Yes, services.
And it looks like there's like a little restaurant set up.
Yeah, they basically pooled the wine and food and stuff, and they've put like a communal area. You don't pay for anything really, but you just go there and you eat and drink and talk to other people. There's a massive, as a reminder, there's a massive tent city because they've been basically robbing the same 3 tents from that book over and over again, so people have places to sleep. And there's a ton of dirt and plants growing around now. There was a large tree growing from nearby one of the fountains, freshwater fountains.
Yeah, somebody said that the that one mushroom lady, the tree lady mushroom,
giant
whatever her name is. What's her name again?
Cruve.
That is
I think you're making stuff up now, but that's okay.
I might be.
no, he was correct.
Okay.
I can do the groove.
She's been like
I can
doing
do
a lot of
the
stuff. So.
RoboCop.
Okay.
The fuck was that?
It's a Ryla Kai, this one, don't worry about it. Just being weird. I've completely lost my mind over here.
He's trying to get in the swing. He's getting there.
He's talking to
right.
the spirits over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Read some billboards out loud, my friend. That's what we do.
That's what you do. Did you guys?
Literally everyone in my family does.
Where did you guys settle on O'Reilly? You had a bit of a spat about, not a spat, but a conversation about O'Reilly, if you remember.
Well, he's staying behind, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds. I haven't been told this yet, but it sounds like he's leaving the bar and everything.
And someone noticed like his wounds were abnormal.
Yep. Did a little investigation into that. That was.
It was
Didn't Mog?
mostly Velmora.
Vilmore
and-
spoke with him. Mog did a curse thing.
Yeah.
I took on his curse for 5 minutes. And he went up and did karaoke.
Mm-hmm. Did I say what song he sang?
Jukebox Hero.
I believe you said Freebird, which is illogical for 2 reasons. One, it would
I
take
really wanted to
that
be
song is more than
Rhinestone
5 minutes
Cowboy.
long.
I think he's more of a ballroom blitz kind of guy.
Turn the page. Oh.
Although I suppose there's only 5 minutes of that song in which there are actually lyrics.
And the man in the back said, everyone attack and turn into a ballroom blitz.
No Freebird at karaoke.
Maybe some blitzkrieg bomb.
Hey. Oh. Let's go.
Anyone want to pick a song within the past 30 years?
So I would love to. No karaoke place has songs from less than 30
About
years
like,
ago.
what's the Oops, I did it again. How about that one?
That is not. That is more than 30 years, Chad.
Is it?
How about Peg by Steely Dan?
We're going
up.
We're going further back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
What about Atom Bomb Baby from
Atom bomb, baby.
the Left Chestnuts or whatever the fuck?
She bangs.
The Left Chestnuts.
Band names back in the day were pretty simple. Dodge City made pop Dodge City when it was a lawless town back in the day. Its big band that settled there was called the Cowboy Band. Because when you're at the beginning of music, you can just name yourself the Cowboy Band.
Yeah. They were the Cowboy Band.
Yeah. Everyone after that's just been pretenders.
So, did
Especially
I
the
wasn't here-
pretenders.
I wasn't here, sorry, but did O'Reilly talk with just Velmora or with all of us?
Mostly just Wilmore.
Just
They had a little
Do
aside.
any of us know this then?
Well, Mog knows about the curse.
Right.
But
But
no.
not that he's planning on staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more serious note, clearly left the city planning to never return.
And nobody knows that Remy is the heir to the fortune.
Remy Vilmora and Big Cow Prizio.
Priz.
The
Because-
results of our completely pointless poll was was 1 vote for no and 1 vote for it's actually a diuretic.
There we go. I think, yeah. There we go.
So I think we have determined
Diuretics make
by
sense.
popular opinion that cocaine does not make you constipated.
Excellent.
Makes you die.
Okay, and you're back. Here you are. You're in the town. You there are there's a couple other teams floating around. I'll let Remy roll. Remy, you roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Let me do it again.
Sitting in that little bar section is the entire warband. They're
Okay.
chilling out. One of them's probably magically facilitating this karaoke situation.
It's 24. Not great.
24.
Yeah.
At one point, you saw your goblin friends.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about them.
Skulking would be a good word by the stores.
I skulk over to Mav.
Heh,
Mav.
heh.
Hey, you remember those goblins? Remember when we first got here? And we were like, those goblins were there? And
The ones that we made a shady deal with?
yeah.
Yes.
Look at them over. They're right over there. Look at them. They're skulking.
Me and Mog just sort of look at each other, hearing about the shady deal.
Everything
Are you-
is a shame.
Are we concerned about their skulking?
Are you saying you made a deal with them in front of us? Because we didn't know that.
Well, no, I mean, we were like, keeping our options open, for
So yeah, he did
Things.
say that in front of
Okay.
you.
it's just,
All right.
What options were you exercising?
So,
this was
wait a
before.
minute,
This was
you-
way before that we even started doing this. We were just
sir,
like here,
I want to go back. You made
Yeah.
a deal with goblins.
yeah, but not even when we were down here. We made it when we were up
But
on
it
top.
doesn't
still.
matter when it was, but you
Well,
made
it's
a
very
deal.
important when it happened.
No, I
It's
don't-
absolutely
it-
important.
What's important is you didn't tell us about it.
Well, we kind of
Well,
got
we
busy.
weren't sure if we liked you yet.
You've been working.
Yeah, but
together
we've
for
been working
months.
with you for months.
I stand by what I said.
Anyway, the point is, look, they're skulking over by the stores. Look at that.
Should we go kill them?
Well, I think we should at least go talk to them or something.
What was the nature of the deal?
I don't know. It's a long time ago. I don't know. It's something like,
You don't remember.
No, it's something like, that we'd share things and information and stuff. It was completely a deal based on, reconnaissance and and
It was back
and
when we were
espionage.
all there for the same reason of like trying to figure out the whole curse thing
Yeah.
before everything imploded. So the deal's kind of moot at this point.
As the narrator, the deal was based on racism.
Deals are always like flowing and fluid and stuff. That's I'm actually
Against
surprised
gnomes.
that they're here. I thought maybe they got killed. It's the first time I even noticed they were here. So
Well, perhaps they have some information. Why don't you go over and check?
that's what I was saying. Jeez.
That does not sound like any of the things you said.
It really wasn't.
Yeah. Well. Oh, wait. Just
Gabos!
hello, boys.
We have names.
I'm sure that you do. I don't remember them.
Oh shit! But the Foundry didn't remember them. I'll tell you that. Hovered over one of them real quick.
And that is why no
that
one will
was-
remember your name.
Hey,
This is why I play
kind of,
Cold War characters. I don't-
it's good to see you guys here. I thought maybe you didn't make it down from up there. Shit got pretty hairy. So what do you know?
Well, you've you've been out there in the wild darkness.
Yeah, we did some cool stuff. We were pirates for a while. It's pretty fun.
Did you notice that one of them is holding a dog slicer larger than his body?
So this art's broken. That's horse meat, and horse meat doesn't look like that. I literally can't make horse meat look like horse meat. So
Because he literally looks like, horse meat.
this is horse meat. She's aggressive and angry.
Oh, hey.
So she's got a appropriate sized weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did notice that goblin had an appropriate sized weapon.
Yes, it is very interesting. Normally, they hold dog slicers larger than the rest of their body.
It's supposed to be a dog slicer bigger than her body, but she holds it with one arm because real strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Krasden goblins. They're always polite.
Yes.
So how them big fucking dumb idiots doing on your team?
Oh yeah. Og and Gus. Yeah. They're doing better. I think they're finally, getting used to me.
No, not the greenskins. The greenskins are sometimes fine.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say nothing about greenskins. Is that what we're doing here? We talk.
What'd y'all find out there? You learned something
shit.
fucking useful or not?
Yeah, you can go into like different books, and you can kind of experience what's
About the
there.
reason we're here.
Well, that's an existential life question, and I don't know that I have the answers to that.
Horse meat steps forward.
Hello.
Whoa! That's
Very big, scary
I
eyes.
think that one's gonna eat my fall.
Let's just everybody calm down, everybody,
Nah.
okay?
I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
But whether we find what we're looking for now doesn't have anything to do with us getting out of here. That's a totally different problem. Hey, okay, here's what I know, right? We were told that there is no book with the answer. There's no book with the answer. Like
What?
there's no it's like not even a cure. Cuz it's not even like a disease, it's like a curse or something.
There is no cure for the affliction.
There's no cure, right? It's like a curse, though. But you got to find whoever did the curse, and you got to kill the person. Got to kill whoever did the curse.
This
And the
is
person who did the curse is a big, scary elf man. We do know that.
Okay, new plan. You guys,
Didn't we
Did
find
you
out that
did
this
you
curse-
forget or you purposefully lied?
Isn't it Teonel?
Nope.
No.
I thought Teonel was the one
It
who
was
did.
Mornigoth.
Mornigoth, sorry. It's a big, scary dragon person.
new plan. Okay, you guys look
He was
for a way
man.
out of
He
here,
was a dragon man, but
right?
more like he was just a dragon.
You guys do that. We'll go back in there and do other things and find out other stuff to maybe beat the dragon.
We have been out there.
From here, from now?
Yes.
You can get out of here?
We have been out into the darkness.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking like back up
Like
to the
outside.
outside area, you know, where people are waiting to...
We have a working theory to, I guess this cleans it up a little bit now that there ain't no fucking way we're catching this goddamn bounty. We've been working on a curse of our own.
Okay, so wait now. Wait, okay. So you guys have been out in the darkness too.
Yes,
Who'd you go with?
ourselves.
Just the three of you?
Yeah,
And you survived?
yeah.
Whoa. Respect. Respect. Come here. Come here.
They don't at any point
Come here.
do that. You haven't heard Horse Chopper speak yet. But horse meat. Sorry, horse meat goes. Dinosaur meat's real good.
Oh, are you remembering when I turned into a dinosaur? You should not eat me at that point.
Nah.
Oh, or are you saying that you went somewhere where there were dinosaurs?
Yeah, we got put together and we got some real long rope. We'll just say that. We made a noose and was fishing up dinosaurs off one of them things.
Oh, that's amazing. Hey, when you were out there, did you see anybody with like a glowing green eye and that was hanging out with like, a minotaur or something? And
You
then,
mean the person who headshot?
Yeah, well, I call her Oz. So yeah. See her out there?
No.
Okay.
Quite frankly, don't give a shit.
Well, if you go back out and you run into her, could you say that I kind of need to talk to her about something?
Well, if you want to talk to her, you better find her for that famous lady does. Yes. The Teague is out for revenge.
Whoa.
So you were saying you're going to make a curse for yourselves. That doesn't seem like a good
No.
idea.
Curse for elves.
Still doesn't seem like a great idea.
We're not elves.
True. But there are some innocent elves that don't deserve to be cursed.
We can remove the curse later.
Pretty sure that's what Morgoth said too, but now look where we're all at.
Morgoth ain't got don't give a shit about nobody. Horse meat digs in her satchel, holds out an orange. Fruit!
Yes, it's very good for scurvy. You should eat some.
For you.
No, thank you.
Mav,
Huh?
you should take the fruit. Just take the fruit. Just take the fruit.
Thank you.
Horse meat looks over at Flint. Told you she liked me.
I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's true. She kind of.
They always say that.
It's real though. Honestly, it was a shock to me but they made it pretty clear that they're together. So it's kind of.
I like to think Oglek does, like, that's the only thing you can pick out of a group conversation. I have a boyfriend.
Oglock looks over at Quinlan like, the fuck are you doing on the phone?
back like,
This was a riveting conversation. Thank you for the fruit. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.
Hey, you're heading back out. You know where you're going?
In whatever book we can find.
I mean, I don't get to make those decisions, so
We're thinking of checking out them big old floating musical notes.
oh, musical notes.
There ain't no way nothing kills you out where fucking musical notes is.
I don't know. There are a lot of musicals where everybody dies.
I mean, that's true.
Told you. Pardon, we don't listen to musicals.
There's one called Sweeney Todd where literally pretty much everybody gets their throat slit or they're burned in an incinerator.
It's pretty good.
And have you ever, like, gone to a high school musical of any kind? You'll want to die after something like that.
That's also true.
But Horse Meat made us go to one of her productions in the park.
Ooh.
Cannibal the musical.
How you know?
Dead one of musical.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dead outlaw. The main guy is dead the entire time.
All right. Well, we'll see you out. I guess we'll see you out there then.
Okay, have fun in your musical.
Our town.
Paul just keeps listing off musicals.
Les Miserables.
You two.
Literally called The Miserable.
You two walk away.
No one's happy in that one. Romeo and Juliet.
It's not a musical.
Yep.
It's not a musical.
It's not originally a musical.
No.
Romeo and Juliet do the Beatles.
So you guys walk back over.
Oh, this one's tough one for me, Chad. But thank you.
Well, how can I get? I don't. There's not a lot else in here.
Okay, no, it's fine.
You want a cider?
There's.
No, I can't. That will kill me.
Yeah, you're right. That's what you're gonna have one of these.
Cider.
Give me the
He
real
hardly even
warm.
knows
Just
her.
give me a warm beer. It's fine.
We'll mix you up some.
Like I like this, but I can only have like a quarter of that before it's over. I'm over it. Okay, thank you. You rejoin the group. While they are gone, the rest of you can see another bookshelf sliding in on the opposite side. Getting off of it is the Crosden Adventure League. We all remember them. They're very important.
Jenny's in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is oh man, I forgot his first name, but the Dean guy, is he in it?
No.
I don't think I remember him.
Did this not save any of that shit? Alright, fucking I'll change it all.
I know that Path Builder didn't save any of my notes from last week, which I'm upset about.
Yeah.
You know, I
It's-
bet Map Tools would have saved it.
I bet Map Tools wouldn't have a bunch of add-ons that would help us.
Wouldn't have what?
A bunch of add-ons that would help us. No, what they had is Thomas, the other guy who was willing to resurrect.
Right. But he was like gonna resurrect her with undeads.
Yeah, it was- he's the one that I had to hold a conversation with him for a long time.
Sometimes dead is better.
Why is this not working? Oh.
Not that road.
Alright, Oglock, I need you to play along.
With what?
One of those creepy goblins was coming on to me. So I told her I had a boyfriend. You just need to play along. I don't want anything serious. I know that you're into me, but I'm not looking for anything serious, but I just need you to play along so that she stops.
I don't want to lead you on,
The
but
level of humility is staggering.
I just, Oglock's just looking at Mafalda like,
Quick, touch my butt. She's
how
looking.
would this even work physically?
It would.
I don't know, but I'm willing to try.
I now have concerns for both of your safety.
I've never lost a wiener dog, bone, and German shepherd. That happened.
I think this.
Yes,
It's the other way around.
the other way around.
I think this would be. I think this would be closer to like when like a gerbil puts like an entire bag of peanuts in its mouth.
Listen, I'm 84. I've got space. I've had years of practice to stretch it out.
she can even take her teeth out and make more room.
That too.
The only two that come over and get drinks and food right away are these two. One of which you've met before, Quinlan. This was the person who helped you save those people from falling off the edge of the dock.
Oh, yeah. I would not have remembered their names.
He never told you his name.
Yeah.
Oh, was not prepared for ice. Thank you for giving it to me. Hit me in the teeth. Did not see it coming. Sorry. That person comes walking up to you, Quinn. Oh, hi. Good to see you're alive.
Just barely. But yeah.
It seems to be a bit of a tradition now. A new
Yeah.
one.
You've been here the entire time, or have you gone out?
No. Been out one time, although it took us some time to get back. My understanding is time works differently with inside of the books worlds.
So we just got back ourselves. That's not something that we've looked into.
Where did you manage to make it?
We took an adventure on a pirate ship, basically.
Ah, the islands one.
Yeah.
We had seen it vanish in the distance. Good. Good for closing it. We received the impression.
Well, we did our best with that. We know a couple of the things we forgot to do, but
we were heavily incentivized
really,
to make sure the books were closed by the omniscient spirit that seems to haunt these non-existent walls.
yeah, we basically got a gentle nudge and forgot about it.
Yeah, well. Thomas forgets nothing. Looking over at the older gnome. The other guy.
Where did you adventure to?
Smaller place. Historical works. Fairly boring, actually. Political in nature. We had to sit through many peace talks. In full. I can't, for the life of me, understand why stenographers exist now. Yours sounds more fun.
Well, it was definitely definitely sounds like it was more interesting anyway. A little more life and death than yours.
A little more. I came over here with a purpose. The individual who attacked Jen, sorry. Jen is claiming this person as hers. I've been simply trying to make it known to the rest of the groups. This is not a threat to you, obviously.
No. Of what nature?
Vengeance, unfortunately. Most of the time she has quite an upbeat nature. However, I believe she inherited a bit of fire from her parents.
So are you two having this discussion right next to Omari?
We'll say Omari and Velmora are talking because
Okay.
they've been sort of chatty to each other for a while. Can I not buy you a drink?
You know what? I could use one.
As peace offering, we've brought back 4 crates of good wine from that place.
Well, let's go crack one of those open.
We found if you throw a warding spell on certain objects, you can return them. That wasn't us. It was the Kalesia grouping that discovered it initially.
Hmm.
They yelled it at us from a different bookshelf.
Mind if I invite any of my other party
Absolutely-
members?
Absolutely not. Again, consider this proverbial olive branch.
Excellent.
Although I don't believe any of them are made of olives.
I turn back to them. Anybody in the mood for some wine?
Always.
Sure.
I am currently 5 ales deep, so that would be unwise. How good's the wine?
Wine after ale, you get very pale. Ale before wine, you'll be totally fine.
Sound logic.
This is the person speaking to you, by the way.
Does he present as like a monk? Based on what he's wearing?
You don't see any religious connotations or anything about it. However,
Leather or
the thing, yes, a monk would be the denotion would the belt, the rope belt. At first glance, is just a rope belt. However, it is in fact a prayer belt, rope prayer belt.
Without my glasses, it looks like he's wearing them. She's wearing a merit badge sash.
Mm-hmm. Got
They and
Okay.
great makeup.
they've got a cold water badge. That's nice. That means
Yeah.
they jumped into the cold water and survived.
Looks
That's
like
nice.
they got
They've got a
Campfire
confuse
making.
Quinlan in the right kind of ways badge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So are you a guy or girl? Do you care?
Nope.
I guess I just drink and enjoy myself.
Mhm.
Do we have any urgent conversations we need to have?
I slowly go around and tell them what I learned from the Gobos.
I'm assuming sneakily to your own
Mhm.
group. Yeah.
Yep. Just, the regular stuff. Like they were out in the darkness and they ate some ate some dinosaurs, and
He did say something that was important. I can't remember.
that I told them
Huh?
what, I told them stuff, and I don't know if any guys were mad at me for telling them it. But
Nothing you have whispered to us so far seems worth whispering.
You told him who did the curse?
yeah, well, not me specifically. That was math, but I told him it was a curse and not a sickness.
Is that bad? Should we not tell people? I thought we would tell
I
everyone.
mean, yeah,
that.
I don't know.
there's no bounty to
Still
be
trying
made,
to get paid.
For
but there's
what?
nothing to get paid for. I mean, if we end we still have to end the curse, and that's a way to do it. But
Killing Morgoth is the way to end the curse. We're gonna need a hell of a lot more allies. So seems like an appropriate thing to tell people.
Hey, teleporters don't split multiple ways. Okay,
You're drunk.
and you're short.
so that's true. Both of those are true things. Yeah. Okay.
True and obvious.
That's sort of what I was thinking, though, Riley. I mean, if we're going to get the reward from crew to make that teleporter so we can smuggle shit easily, that was our reward, basically.
Yeah, but that was what everybody was here for,
Right.
and nobody's going to get it
Why do you say that?
because the thing was to bring back a cure, and there's no cure to get.
I would argue that if we solve it one way or the other, that counts.
Okay.
If we find
Okay.
a way to remove a curse as opposed to finding a way to cure an illness. I mean, it's
I
Perhaps,
guess.
essentially the same
No,
thing.
I hear what you're saying. But
perhaps we need to reframe this then.
yeah.
There's no book to get rid of this particular curse, but there's plenty on getting rid of curses.
There it is. Yeah.
There's got to be getting rid of dragon curse, blah blah blah.
So I get it. So
Or
we
a book on how to kill a dragon, or how to train.
we let everybody else keep looking for a book that cures the sickness, but we're looking for a different book.
On the note of killing a dragon, we're not going to kill Morgoth. As in, like, we are incapable.
He's. I mean, I'm big in the britches sometimes. He's right. That ain't happen.
Oh no, I get it now. I know, I get it. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I get it now. Now we look for a book that helps us lift the curse, but everybody else is still looking for the book to cure it, except for those goblins, and they're not going to tell anybody.
At this point,
Clearly, they're not going to tell anyone.
No, they're dirtbags. They're not going to tell anybody.
Did we
Heck.
figure out what Morgoth wants? Did we ask Oracle that?
No.
She's fine. You know, she was fine.
Oh yes, I've remembered.
I tried to be mad. I tried to give you a look there. That's funny. Go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
I didn't make the quote. Oh yes, I forgot. I was supposed to be angry.
I mean, if we can figure out what Morgoth wants and able to do it, that might solve the problem. I assume it's something bad for Tano, though.
In the meantime, those goblins are planning on making their own curse specifically aimed at elves.
See, that
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been pertinent information.
That too. That's too. Yeah.
Kid, you're so good at burying the lead.
Hey, sometimes,
what's their beef with the elves?
I think they're just racist, kind of, to just about everyone, because they called these two the greenskins. Which I found very offensive, and I yelled at them heartily for it. I didn't yell at them.
No,
but
dude,
I
I mean-
complicit in their racism, and I'm sorry.
I mean,
She's eating an orange that they gave her.
I'm not eating that orange. I don't trust an orange that came from horse meat.
Oh.
You gonna eat
Apparently
that
they
orange?
said they trusted the green skinned tall people over the not green skinned tall people.
Yeah, so they're just a little less racist to you guys than they are to the other people. But, you know.
But definitely racist to more than just elves.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Well, Omari is an elf.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
I didn't.
Just pointing that out for anybody
Maybe
who didn't notice that.
I'm sorry if I didn't notice that. I just, am I supposed to? I don't know anymore. Am I supposed to notice?
32 years old. Found out today.
Oh my god, I forgot to write it down. Who owns Betty's Pub?
Betty?
No.
Yeah.
It's the gal there. The NPC.
Shelly.
Shelly.
It's Shelly. Oh, Betty. Oh, okay.
Shelly is also an elf. For people that we get along with and probably don't want to see first.
I guess.
Balmora is some kind of elf.
I'm a fucking drow.
So yes on elf or no?
Or
Hey, you're doing better.
Yes, she's an elf.
Either way, I don't think I like the goblins anymore, and we should probably stop them from creating
It is an interesting idea, though.
an elf curse.
We're surrounded by an elf army outside of it. If they're all sick all of a sudden, pretty hard to fight us off.
Doesn't that need quite a bit of power?
Absolutely. But if knowledge is power...
Wouldn't you be at risk if we did that?
Oh, for sure. And I don't want to do it. I'm just saying it's an interesting, from a top-down
Okay.
thought experiment sort of idea. It's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so...
They're working the problem. That's where I'm at.
I mean, I guess if it's debilitating but not fatal.
Did they happen to say what? Any details?
Nope.
And you didn't ask?
I was more concerned with telling them to not make an elf killing curse.
You don't get to claim moral high ground here, kid.
I know. I'm just telling you where my head was at in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my strong point to talk about, the whys and stuff. So, no.
They're going into
You're a
the
pretty little
physical
face.
world next.
Screeches.
They're going where?
Almost fell over doing that.
I'm aware there's a certain cold calculus to war, but I think we could search for solutions that do not have so much collateral damage. That would probably be best.
That's what I was saying.
It might be also... are they capable? Do you find them...
I mean, they went into a book, just them, and didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think they're pretty capable.
And they went dinosaur fishing with a long rope and a noose. And they said dinosaurs taste good.
Were these like
I mean,
violent dinosaurs?
I've had brontosaur. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, people from Tafal. You'd be like, oh yeah, they're great. I mean, a little lean, but they're...
Like iguanodon.
I don't know if you saw any of that campaign, but yeah, there's a fuckload of dinosaurs on that guy.
I can remember.
There's also an entire society of four to 6 armed gorillas that live on that fucking island.
Yeah.
There's a bunch going on there.
The gorillas were antagonists a couple times.
You had a little pork fat, and that's all delicious.
There are wild hogs there too, real big ones. Go ahead, Mog. Sorry.
No, I didn't have any.
Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to go back out there to go to the Gray, right? Belmora, yes?
I believe that's what we gotta do. Moy's thrown back like how cockney she gets when she's hammered. What's it called? What they're not drow in this. They're Urdock or something.
They're definitely not dark elves.
I think they're just like
Poopties,
shade elves or
scoopties.
something like that.
No, well, no. What's the undercommon word name? Language. I haven't been using it as a dark elf. I've been using it as a catch-all for people who live under the ground phrase, but there's no. Just definitely.
Sack broth.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Because every time she drinks a sack broth, it comes out a little bit.
I think you guys are just stringing consonants together right now.
That
I don't-
name is not the
Awesome.
best one.
No, it's like Urku or something. There's Aklo.
Aklo's
Specifically.
They otherworldly monsters.
yeah, Aklo's like the fucking squids, the psychic squid.
Yeah, but Evil Fae. I established in the previous version of this that they are, because they're elves, they're Fae touched, and they use
Okay.
that sort of language.
Ooh.
So, so what do we?
So I feel like we got like a bunch of things we gotta do. We gotta look for Oz and Prizio and Rogue. We gotta see what Hitch is doing. We gotta find a book that tells us how to get rid of curses.
I was thinking about it though.
Okay.
In big places, they got their own, like they pull you in.
Yeah.
Should pulling a bunch of shit.
Well, so like go to like a big one where, and then everything's been pulled in there.
Mm.
Okay.
I
I mean,
That's what we did last time.
I mean, I'm you know, I mean, I don't have like a lot of leading skills and stuff. I mean, I want to get some, you know, so I can like lead better. Because pretty soon I'm hoping you and me, we're gonna have a crew of our own when you guys leave. But I'd say, yeah, maybe that sounds like a pretty good idea.
What do you mean when we leave?
Well, you guys are gonna go back home at some point, right? I just assumed that, you know, you had stuff to do. You know, you guys.
Do you want us to that?
No, of course not.
He hates us.
Well, I'm not talking about.
Do you actually hate it?
No, Why is it suddenly about? No, you guys hate me. That's what Val said. That's what Mav said. Mav was pretty sure that you guys hated me.
You made him cry.
Hurt my brother's feelings.
I didn't mean to. I mean, Mav was the one who was saying that. Gus, you got to tell him it wasn't me.
I thought we were friends.
Oh man.
Totally
Man. I'm just gonna shut up because everything I say gets twisted around and.
I love the mental warfare we play with each other.
You have to say yes and.
That's the sign of a healthy friendship.
Well,
Constant emotional and psychological abuse.
indeed.
Yeah, probably.
It's true. Well, since Vel's all fucked up, and you know, usually she's the leader of the crew. She can't make a decision. So what do you guys want to do? Go to that gray place?
I think we try to find the great place. Yeah,
Okay, and that's
with my vote.
just like let it happen.
Yes, great place.
We could ask around and see. if
Gus,
anybody
you're-
has ideas.
I've never seen you this fucked up. Good for you. Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yes, good for me.
Sometimes you just gotta let go, man. You know? You're like, and you've, oh, he let go. Oh. Oh. It's okay. It happens to everybody. I mean, not to me, but to everybody else.
I mean, it's a good thing he's got a family member to clean up after him.
He turned to look at Og, and they're just like, just wind.
He's gone. He's like,
Yeah.
As
where'd Og go?
a small aside, I know you guys you can leave whenever you want. Small aside, the only other thing that maybe you'd be interested doing while you're here, as a small help, is you know what Ozzy's looking for, and the curators here.
Hmm.
It is difficult to just let things go when dead people talk to you. That really throws that off.
So they, just all the time are talking to you, like all of them, all the dead people. Because you said I didn't talk.
Anyone, any that are.
He sees all 3 ghosts of Christmas over in the corner.
Any that happen to be close by. I mean, they don't all try and talk.
They queue up.
I mean, that's like something you can't block or shut off.
No.
Your life sucks.
So that's kind of like having Remy around you 24/7.
Hey.
That's not entirely accurate. I haven't met any ghosts as annoying as that.
That's why you will protect his life until the day you die. Because if he becomes a ghost.
That was my great fear. Back on the boat.
I feel like, maybe I am a distraction from all those ghostly voices. Maybe that's,
Can you contact specific dead people?
Just a few.
Only I can enough concentration. I can contact 3 specific spirits.
So you can't
But
ring up my dead husband and ask him where he's hid all the money?
if we went to the place
There's no
where
money.
he died, if his spirit lies in limbo there, I could speak to him.
Add that to the list.
You'll never find out, you bitch!
He says you'll never find out, you bitch.
What was the thing that Ozzy was trying to find? Does anyone remember that? Mike just said that we know what Ozzy's trying to find. Does anyone remember it? I thought I wrote it down.
Tome
I
of
fucking
Nothingness.
didn't. The what?
Ozzy is looking for a book in the Forbidden section called The Tome of Nothingness.
Okay. So that's what we need to ask security.
Maybe somebody can help us find.
The restricted section.
We
I mean,
could
I'm
go
sure,
there.
yes, the curator would love to take us to the restriction.
Oh, you guys give us directions,
And then we could go there first.
Turn
and
left.
Then Ozzy would.
Asking the curator, charged with keeping this place, in working order and all of the rules followed, I'm sure the curator would love to direct us to the forbidden section and would in no way try to impede us. I'm working on this sarcasm.
Remy, he's being sarcastic.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And we do not appreciate that. That is not helpful at this time.
But sarcasm aside, what if we could offer the curator a reason to tell us where to go? What does the curator want?
To not be stabbed.
Well, yeah, I mean, like most people, don't want to be stabbed. I mean, can the curator be stabbed by?
I'm not willing to find out.
The curator wants the codex back.
Okay. So what if? Okay, he wants the codex, right? And what if we we're like, hey, we need to go to the restricted section so that we can intercept Ozzy, so Ozzy can, because Oz is going to be the one who has the codex. So we got to intercept her to get the codex.
It all makes perfect sense, but you keep the I don't know. It's hard to take you seriously.
I think that's a great idea, Remy. Let's do it. Practice your leadership skills, and you are in charge of this mission.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is okay. I'm ready for this.
Get him, Remy.
I've been
Get
waiting.
him.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
I love that little fucking idiot.
So, all right. I just I head right to where I think that the curator would be.
You haven't seen. Weirdly, you haven't seen him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
I just
hard to miss.
I follow along. You know O'Reilly still has the rock to call him,
Oh yeah, okay. I turn around. I go back inside.
Mhm.
And I go to O'Reilly and I rifle through his drunken stuff.
Hey,
You also could
Hey.
just ask.
God.
Hey, no, I need the rock thing.
Yeah.
I need the rock thing. Yeah, come here. I need the rock thing though, so I can call the cure. Hey, you call him. You don't call him here though, because that'll be weird. Let's
No,
talk
here,
to
you
him.
take the rock.
Okay, cool. Oh, excellent. Thanks. I'll get it back to you. Okay, then I go back outside and I step away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What do the rest of you want to bet he gets smited on the spot?
So should any of us follow him and make sure
Hello?
he doesn't kill himself?
Hello?
I mean, we can watch for a minimum.
Hello? Hello, curator?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
me.
Hey, it's Remy Blackpaw. Oh,
I remember exactly who you are.
oh, wow. You just appear like that, don't you?
No, you're just talking to him.
Oh, okay. So, I was curious where you are because I think we need to have a face-to-face.
Oh, I have been sequestered, as Shelley called it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, where are you being sequestered?
Right in here! And the cylinder opens up and he steps out.
I'm still talking into the rock. Oh, cool. I see you. You're over there by the cylinder.
Hello!
Hey, what? How? Oh, I
10 feet away.
feel dumb now.
He walks up close and as you have it out.
Turn that. Oh, that's, what was that? That was terrible. Oh,
Terrible feedback.
oh, feedback, huh? Yeah.
It occurred to me that we probably shouldn't be doing this when we're this drunk.
Don't worry, I'm sober. So,
He says to absolutely nobody near him.
oh yeah, I'm all by myself.
Why'd you tell me that?
Yeah, okay, so,
It is difficult to talk to you. I'm going to lay on the ground.
yeah, that's probably best. So
It
how?
just like turns into a puddle and then turns into
Okay, so I've been given a really good chance to show my leadership skills, and I think it's really important that I come into this and I just come right to you for this, and I shouldn't waste a whole bunch of your time.
I'm here to
So-
support you in this effort.
Okay, good, so we need to find Ozzy, right? Okay, so and you remember Ozzy? She's the lady. She got the green eye, and she shot that.
Yes.
She shot the Gen lady with her.
Notorious.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that we were like friends or anything, but we are acquaintances, and sometimes I thought we got along pretty good, but then she gets weird, and you know what? You don't care.
Of course I do. You're not over there.
So,
You're not over
okay, so you want the codex, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I look around to make sure there's no one else here, and I lean in real quick. We're pretty sure that Oz has the codex.
Fantastic. I'll have the librarian kill her immediately.
No, we can't do that. No shit, that's not exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, we're listening. We don't know for sure if she has it, but we're pretty sure that if she either has it or knows where it is, because she was there, and she and I forget everybody's name because I'm terrible with fucking names. She and
not like there's
Prizio
not a million.
and Broge, they went to like look for something in the restricted section.
Well, that's impossible.
But here's the thing. Okay, if you don't have to tell us exactly where that place is, right? But if you put us like close to it, right? Like maybe just in front of it, and then we won't go to it, right? But we'll be there, so when they come to get what they're going to get there, which is like some restricted knowledge of some kind, we don't know what that is, but we know that that's where they're going. So so if you put us there, and so we can intercept her, we can see if she has the codex, and if she does, we can bring it back to you.
Yeah. None of that'll work.
How come?
You don't understand. First off, you don't understand how extra-dimensional space works.
Okay, no, you know what? That's probably true. That's probably true that I don't know that. But, you know, if there's a way, maybe.
It's over there and nowhere at all.
Okay, all right. So. Okay, so then I guess we don't have any choice but you to actually take us to the restricted section so that we know where it is and we can wait there for him. That's the only. I mean, you just said it. What I said before wouldn't work. So that's the only way that would work is if you took us to the restricted section.
There's only a few ways to make it in the restricted section.
Okay.
One, you have to be a god.
Okay.
But of course, gods aren't allowed here. And two,
Mhm.
you have to work for the library. And we're not currently hiring. Also, I'm not allowed to leave guest services.
What if I volunteer?
There are no openings.
I'm not asking to get paid or anything. Actually, none of us would ask to get paid. We could just all volunteer to help clean up the library.
Well, I'll have to check with my superiors.
Okay. Good talking to you.
Should I call the librarian?
Like right now?
He could probably be here pretty quickly.
What? Let's just, no, you know what? I get it. I see where you're going.
Around the corner there, I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
At this point, witnessing this, I would walk over and I would pick up Remy and I would start carrying him over.
You know what? It was really nice talking to you, but I see that my friends don't really want any of that
You're not
kind of
in
stuff.
this. Shut the fuck up.
And they're just I think that maybe that I understand what you're saying, and you know what? I was reaching out, seeing if I could help out. You know,
I would love for that to happen.
Yeah,
and it really could work.
Mm-hmm.
If you are you a god?
Yes, I am a god.
Well, then you'll have no trouble finding it.
You see, you just point, like, you know, yeah.
You don't understand how extra-dimensional space works.
Yeah, that's true. I don't.
Imagine the universe is a scrotum.
All right.
Tied to a rope.
Remy might be the only one that understands how extra-dimensional space works, based solely on his scrotum.
Well, you know, maybe you should go back into. I'm sorry I bugged you.
No,
You know,
you're not
okay.
bugging me at all.
Okay.
More importantly, you should feel enthused. There's no way in hell, in all of the hells, in all of the heavens, that this Ozzy could ever achieve that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you probably don't know Ozzy as well as I do. So, okay. All right. You
Would you like a hug?
Yeah. I think that would be.
Been out for like what, 8 weeks?
You know what? That was the best hug I've had in a long time.
You're 3.5 inches taller.
I feel good. All right, thanks.
Would you like your feces you left on the ground?
I'm good.
I'll go come by and clean it later.
I head back into the bar.
It just became like a tube of toothpaste.
And by into the bar, you mean over here?
Yeah. Whoo! Yeah, that. I'm done being the leader now, everybody. So, apparently, and I tell them everything that I was told about not being able to, unless you're a god, and if you're a god, you just know where to go. But gods aren't welcome here. And I even said I was a god, even though I wasn't a god. And I think he probably knew I wasn't a god because he didn't kill me. But he said that I'd know right where it is if I was a god. So,
wasn't it also a rule that gods can't be here, like can't get in here?
yeah,
It does seem, yes.
I think that's how he knew I wasn't one.
Well, it's conflicting information saying on one hand that gods are not allowed here, but on the other hand, if you were a god, you would know exactly where it is.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, Gus,
Mhm.
you know, like, you know,
You want
Dead
to
things?
call the mother and
Could you-
ask if she knows where it is.
yeah, you know a god like that. You talk to her all the time. And maybe I can come with and get some of that tea because that smelled really good and I didn't get any.
Unfortunately, we would have to find the book to her garden again. If first.
I think you kept it.
Did you keep
Or
it?
did we keep it?
I think you did.
We could try. There's a chance you would.
It would mean opening it here next to guest services because you can't open it in guest services. But
If we want to have other people involved in the conversation, we should try it on our little book pedestal platform away from guest services.
I like that idea. I do. Okay, who wants to be leader next?
hot pass.
I vote Quinlan.
Hey, yeah, Quinn, you go.
Quinn.
Hey, can you
I
lend?
also vote Quinlan.
Hey, Quinn, can you tell somebody to help me pee off the side of this fucking cliff over here?
No.
You just gotta hold him.
No.
You just gotta hold him up.
No.
I only got one leg
You don't have to hold it for him.
I think Remy can do it.
and one slightly shorter leg.
Toad, go help O'Reilly pee.
Oh, this is the worst hell.
Toad, hold the piss jug.
Hi, Toad.
I love pee.
It looks like you might have some prostate troubles.
Trouble.
While we're here and your pants are down, turn your head and cough.
Goodbye, Toad. The wah was endless. Lasted all eternity. Some say. Different parts of the library to this day. You can still hear the wah.
Oh man. Okay, so what are we gonna do?
So,
We're gonna take a nap and then go back out there.
I'm gonna say my suggestion is we sober up, get to the morning, decide what we're gonna do.
Long rest.
That is a great idea. As I take another drink of wine.
I find a table, I turn around in a circle 3 times, and then I wrap myself around with my tail, and I go sleep.
Oh, this is where the sleep is happening. Okay.
Well, you were still drinking.
He's just your dog friend falling asleep at the foot of the table.
Foot of the table, waiting for Scraps to fall on his head.
Many a late night at O'Reilly's does this happen.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had to pay for a meal in a long time. Just waiting for them scraps to fall.
Oh, God. Okay. Long rest, I guess. If you need one.
I think we were completely healed.
Yeah, and then next, after your rest, yeah. I would say the only thing you notice that was different from before after your long rest is that none of you see the goblins anywhere. So,
Ooh. No gobos.
They must have gone to their musical.
Magical
Did I miss
musical
something?
ride.
Why are they going to... Oh,
No, I told you they were going to
Right.
the music notes
Yep.
because I thought there can't possibly be any death in a musical. I've seen several.
Could you label it? Could you list them all?
I could list them all if you want me to.
no.
No, we'd prefer not to.
Nobody wants that.
I was talking to Ogbot. And he seemed very interested in my musical knowledge.
He wasn't.
I'm a usual old lady. I'm gonna do what I want.
No, okay, what is it? Are you young or old? You seem to really split it based on the time.
I said I'm 84 years old like
Yeah, but you're a fucking gnome, so that doesn't mean anything.
That's like
She's old at heart.
Oh, that's not good. Only
She's an
giant.
old soul.
Only giant part of her is her ventricles. Okay.
I managed to scrounge up some breakfast burritos, all vegan.
Sure. Why not? There's a vegan-only restaurant vendor.
Beans are good. That's my contribution.
Beans are good. Mushrooms are good.
No. Whole
It'd
liver.
be nice if the cheese were real, but this is fine.
So okay, so we're gonna use the little stone to take us somewhere. What are we gonna tell it?
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. What else are we doing?
I think
We
we
could go.
look at all of our options here.
Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff we're supposed to do, but I think the big thing we're supposed to do at this point is like find a book about, you know, dispelling curses. We also, I guess, we got some other, like, we'll call them side quests. We could stop the goblins from coming up with their own curse that kills a bunch of elves. We could find Oz and the others and stop them from getting the thing they're looking for, whatever it's called, and probably then also find the codex because she's probably got it.
Previously, you had wanted to go to that gray place.
Mm-hmm.
The gray place was where we
Mm-hmm.
had been led to believe Ozzy had gone.
No, Hitch.
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 That Hitch had gone.
Somebody told us to go deal with it. Is that
They'll-
the mother?
It was the Oracle.
The Oracle told.
Hitch, yeah.
Velmora, she's not here, but Velmora would be fairly
Hitch is deeply
incentivized.
unsettling. Let's go deal with Hitch. They unsettle me.
That does seem like a very immediate threat.
Okay.
We go to the gray.
How do we get there?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. Just let's here. I know I've had a pretty good relationship with the curator. We could ask the curator.
Okay.
You have that relationship with
Yep.
a really good one.
We are
Just
in
ride
service.
another bookshelf.
Yeah. Right. You just got to know where to go. But he keeps saying I don't really understand
We
like
need a book name.
quasi-dimensional
It'll take
space.
us to the book.
It'll take us to
Ooh,
the
that's a
book.
great idea.
So if he knows, I assume there's a book open in the gray. If
Mm-hmm.
he knows the name of the book, great.
He never stood up from yesterday.
Oh. Okay. Hey,
He's
curator.
just been laying there.
Hi. It's comfortable to lay down, isn't it?
I've never done it.
Really?
Yeah, this is wild.
I lay down next to him and I just look at him in his face.
You can do it too.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you feel like you know things, and then you just everything's just different.
I know, right? You can always learn stuff. So we were told that maybe our friend, Hitch, might be in a place called the Gray, and I guess what we need to know is there like a book about the Gray or called the Gray, or is there a title of the book so that we can be like, hey, take us to this book, and then it'll take us there?
I don't know anything about the Gray. However, I do know I was asked something fairly similar by the one named Kitri not long ago.
Hmm.
And they
Yes, that's my friend.
he asked about they knew it was about the city God's Rest. So I gave him a list of books about God's Rest. We narrowed it down, and he settled on the name of the book, The Fall of God's Rest. It's a very interesting read. Horrible, horrible things happen there.
Fall of God's Rest. Hey, you guys listening?
Of course.
Does that sound about right?
Sure.
Curator, I have a quick question. Do you mind if I ask?
Are you here too? I'm not. Oh, there you are.
I mean, you're huge and I'm very small, so laying down on the ground, I'm probably at eye level now.
No, I know. You just. I assumed you were like standing not exactly where he was looking, and you just like walked over. Hi.
Hi.
Would you like to lay down too?
Sure. Every bone in her body creaks.
Probably less so now. You've been slightly
I've been more agile lately.
what's it called? Bleached. Unbleached?
She's getting younger.
Woo! It's getting toy.
As the curator, do you happen to have like a running list of all of the books that are open at any one time?
No, I do not.
Well, never mind.
Although that's a really good idea. I should ask the librarian about it.
Don't right now.
I'll wait till you leave.
Thank
That's
you.
a good idea.
That's a great idea. But if you do happen to get a list of all of the books that are open,
I'm sure my brother knows it.
the librarian's your brother? Did we know that?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that would be a helpful thing to have if your brother is wanting to close the books. Sometimes it's helpful to know which ones are open.
That is such a good idea that I have not thought of that you just said right now, and I am so proud of you for doing it.
Thank you. I'm really hoping you're not being a sarcastic bitch right now.
I've looked up the definition of sarcasm, and I'm literally incapable of doing it.
Well, then I feel very proud of myself.
I was
Just
given-
stand up and walk away.
I was given very few personality modifiers.
And enjoy your lie down.
Thank you, I am. She's nice.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes she's really cool. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes she tells me stuff and makes me feel weird. I don't know.
Tell me about it. In detail.
Okay.
Remy, your scrotum's bending at a weird angle.
I know, thank you!
I saw it. Specifically laying down there.
Okay, I guess I gotta go. 'Cause we got stuff to do.
One time you got real drunk and said something horrible. Say it. You're just mean and fighty, and you said something mean.
Something mean or something?
Something mean.
horrible?
Something mean to Mafal to Remy. Just one night, you were just feeling fighty, and he was annoying you.
This is very hard for me. You're a mean person.
We're fleshing out characters. Mafalda is though.
If we're roasting Remy, can I do one?
See, I feel like Mafalda mean would be more like,
I don't think it would be. I think he would think it was mean because it was extremely honest.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
thought
It
you
would-
were
Yeah.
helping.
Mm-hmm.
Mafalda just told him something. There was no buffer on the honesty. You just told him something.
Remy, I just have a small piece of advice for you. Sometimes your voice is so penetrating in my ear that it makes me taste metallic in the back of my mouth.
What? I
It's
don't.
like
Wait.
my eardrums are bleeding.
But what? Wait. I don't.
And then
What?
Mafalda just walked away.
What?
Remy had no rebuttal.
Yeah, nothing productive
But-
at all about it.
He
What?
Remy also hadn't talked to Mafalda earlier that day.
She just walked up to him and said that and then walked away.
Oh, what
But-
did you say? What?
What?
Did you say?
I told his voice makes my ears bleed.
Anyway, that was sorry. We got to come back. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, she
So-
might sound she was just being honest, but I don't know. You kind of, it hurt a little bit,
That sounds like she was telling you something about you.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, bye.
So, well, I'm sure glad you were done there, Remy.
Oh, you had stuff. You
I
can
had a
go.
question. Well, yeah.
Yeah, come
Can you
in.
give me the
I'm
stone?
talking to sleeping people today.
You have
I
to lay
guess.
down.
Look, if I lay down, I can't guarantee I'm getting back up.
I rolled out of the way.
I can't guarantee I can get back up. I have to learn a new skill. That's exciting.
You mentioned the book, The Fall of God's Rest. Can you let us know where we can find it?
Currently? No. However, it is in the military history section. It was written by Marcus Mercer. It's an accurate portrayal of the first major victory of the War King Leodah's march across the entire planet.
Was that Marcus Mercer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mercier, I think, or Mercer? I can't remember.
It's Matt's brother.
Is that different from the Great King's March?
It is not.
It is one and the same. Okay.
Mercier. Mercyr.
Mercer.
Go ahead and roll society. Are you still there, Remy? Or did you leave? Did you leave?
I got up and like got out of the way, but I'm just like right over there.
Okay.
Nat 20 for a 20.
Ooh.
Nat 24, 20? Okay, well, yeah, okay.
I'm untrained.
You've heard the name of the author before. He's a playwright. Quinlan likes to catch a show here or there. It's a good time. There's some good theaters around Adina Guard.
Plus, it's like military base.
So, is this like a book, you mentioned history, but I realize that this is written by a playwright.
The author himself was caught up in the siege of God's Rest and simply told the story. He never wanted to be anything more than a playwright, but this is where he ended up here.
Interesting. I'm hoping that when we open the book to read it, it's in iambic pentameter.
It will not be.
I would give you so many props and so much praise.
Yeah, what can I purchase with props and praise?
I don't know. Just like undying impressiveness if we were able to do an entire section of this game.
All right. Let me make a note. I owe you undying impressiveness.
It's just a series of haikus.
It's easier if you think of Dr. Seuss instead of Shakespeare, because they both used iambic pentameter.
I do not like
Dude, I like the sound.
Make the entire section just limericks.
I sometimes like to fuck a goat. I sometimes like to fuck its throat.
The police will not catch me in my boat.
In my boat, they will not catch me.
Speaking of police, I was coming home the other night from rehearsal, and right over here on South and 9th Street, is that what, or is that 10th? Whichever. By the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
2 police cars
Yeah.
on the other side pointing in.
Yeah.
Car stopped. A woman standing on top of her car.
Standing on top of her car?
Yep, and they're just talking to her. I don't know
You know what
was
that's
going
called?
on. Crazy.
Moto surf.
I assume she got pulled over for something and did not want to comply. in
Nobody
any
else
shape
knows
or
surf
form.
ninjas. Just proved it.
I'm afraid not.
Did not memorize that one. You need some?
Generally. But you don't have to.
You want to get him on it?
All right, well, we seem to know the book that we're going to be looking for. We know the approximate section.
Are you sure you don't want to lay down? I'm made of metal and I'm laying down and it feels good. And you
No.
look like you're mostly made of metal.
It's not comfortable, believe me.
Fascinating.
I'd offer my assistance, but I'm very bad at lifting things.
All right. There's nothing else you'd like to do.
Does anybody need anything? Do we got to stock up? Sharpen some things? Pick up any
You can get
gear?
level 1 runes.
What is level 1 rune?
Level up to level 5 runes for things. You can get +1 striking or resilience here if you do not already have it, and you can have raw weapons of the same quality made here.
And what does it cost?
It will cost. It costs 50% of the normal cost.
So everything's half.
Mm-hmm.
You have enough money for right.
Because they didn't pay for any of the things they're making this with.
Mm-hmm.
They're passing the savings on to you!
Is there anything I could get to make it so that I can wear my armor without a penalty to movement?
Yeah. Steroid injections.
If you make it mithril, I think
They
that lowers it by 1.
they probably don't have access to
Mithril.
rare
Fair.
ores or anything like that. Yeah.
Probably in some book, but not the cousin lover book.
Nope. Very specific on that one.
Cousin lover.
They did say when last week when you guys were playing that they have got a couple more books that they opened. But that one was particularly good because it's a dairy farm. So, you know.
Lots of milking.
And we're off. On a bookshelf.
As you're taking off,
So we're leaving O'Reilly.
yeah. All right, kids.
Got any words of wisdom for us before we head out?
Ah, fuck off. There's nothing I could tell you that you don't already know.
Just talking to you, Remy.
Are we taking O'Reilly?
O'Reilly was talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely coming with you. Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
cool.
This is the coolest thing that's ever fucking happened to me.
You know
And
what?
you,
It is pretty cool.
none of you tried to kill me.
Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't. What are you looking at me like that
Also,
for?
I make food and water. Keep it in mind. Hey. Be good. Yes.
I did good.
I said be good.
Oh. Okay. You want to pet me?
I don't want to pet you. I am hungover, not drunk. Are you trying to pet me?
Okay, I'll
Hey.
see you when I get back, right?
Yes, I will be here. I will be doing what I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out this dryad situation. Getting a little culty over there, I think.
Yeah. Hey, if I find Oz, you want me to tell her something?
Tell her I'm not mad.
Okay.
Tell her if she lets us in, maybe we can help in some way.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a reason.
Yeah.
And, just because I know Vel wouldn't tell you. I wrote a deed for you, Prizio, and Vel to take over the bar.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, why?
Because I'm 63 and I have 2 less limbs.
You're 63?
I look great.
I know.
Some of it's magic. I'll be totally honest with you.
The rest of it's Botox.
Isn't it incredible? I put plague here, 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 and here, and I look younger.
That's nice and all, but it'll be a long time. It's okay. It's good. Okay, well, I can't talk about this right now, but because we're about ready to go, so I'll have to talk to you later. Okay.
I did not think the guy who wouldn't shut up about his feelings is not emotionally available.
I'm not talking to him about him dying. I'm not gonna. Fucking.
Keep him safe, Glenn.
Why would he want to talk about that for? I mean,
those wounds look pretty bad.
Fuck up. Shut up, okay? God.
I hope you made things right with him before we left, because he may not be there when we get back.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Let's make it.
Fuck. As you're pulling away. Fuck it. Mog.
Yeah.
It was Baphomet. That's who cursed me. If you doing cursed stuff.
What?
I will look into it and see what else I can learn about that.
You know what? That sounds like the last words of a dying man.
I put his foot in my mouth.
He can't push him, but maybe he could.
Is my character aware of Baphomet's role in
The Beast Lord of Hell.
Well, what moreover, his direct role with
That'd be a religion check.
with what happened in Adinagard.
Oh, that would be that would be an extremely high society roll.
A high society roll or a high society roll?
I see what you did there.
Which one of them is a skill, Patrick? Which one of them's a skill check, Patrick?
I don't know. Like I know this game at all.
Okay, so that is a 23
Shut
in
the fuck
society.
Don't fucking
So
help
that's
him.
probably not super helpful, but you're saying, but I could roll religion to see what I know about Baphomet specifically. Okay. A gentleman's 35.
Ooh.
Okay, so Lord of Labyrinths, Lord of Beasts. Not that one. Basically,
Never apologize.
his physical form is that of he was basically the first Minotaur. But like a monstrous, crazed version, more limbs, more everything. And the real bad juju from a religious sense of anybody who's at all interested in Baphomet. Like, exclusively evil and crazy.
In your cosmology, is he a demon, which is separate from devil?
I think. Well, I'm trying to go off of like proper Pathfinder, and I think he is.
He's a demon then.
I think he is a
Chaos.
demon lord. Yeah, I think he's a demon lord. Yeah.
We've interacted with a Lord of Hell already, so
Mhm.
or well, kind of.
Yes, I would share all that and then sit in contemplation.
Was it sort of hidden from popular knowledge what caused the chaos?
Yes. The popular knowledge is that the Crosden heroes and Jen Teague and Genevieve Teague saved the city from the Great Opening, is what it's called. When the city opened, and there were portals. It's kind of well known, but not known by everybody, that there are portals to other planes inside the city. But the real story just does not exist. It was more important that the heroes, and you guys, we talked about this a long time ago, that everyone just thought there was no danger. There's nothing in there. We saved the day. There's nothing wrong.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Not that thing that we deal. Not that the thing we dealt with is still fucking down there. But.
What is down there?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine.
Because there's nothing you could do about that.
I mean,
Where we started throwing our trash, but, you know.
start throwing cold cans down there. Hoping to like fill up or something.
we sent Baphomet back to hell and shit. Or back to the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, it was just an arm.
Have we
Still.
have we already set off a great distance, or is there time to yell something?
Well, it doesn't move quickly. You know what I mean? Like a curator would be the one who pushes you off, and you just move, 3 miles per hour away from. However, friction doesn't exist, so it's continuous.
If we return alive, I will likely have questions.
Sure.
What do you mean if we return alive?
Curator, you guys all
I
hear it?
didn't want to set up unrealistic expectations.
You guys all hear in silent. Curator, help me. Let's open that porno book.
Oh, yeah.
You all get the impression that Riley may or may not be running this place within a very short amount of time.
If he lives.
Hey.
The session basis
Right here.
is going to get stuck outside of the book and
Yeah.
not know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh.
Dude.
It's so bad. Here, have a bunch of napkins.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but it's all over there.
It's so
I'll
far
get it,
away.
I'll get it.
It's so far away.
You know what? Your mouth's not clean enough. Why don't you put one of those bleach wipes in your mouth real quick? Oh my fucking god!
I'm sorry! I'm fucking clumsy today, okay?
Mafalda?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna check since we are actively looking at leaving. Is it a moment that you want to go away?
You're gonna be gone for potentially five episodes. Last words of Mustafa Regal was significantly more than 5 episodes. So you tell me if you stayed there or if you left. Or if you left with them.
If we think that this next section of the gray area is gonna go longer than 5 episodes, I would for sure go with them.
It's going to go longer.
Okay, yeah, then I would go with them.
This is spoilers. This is significantly more dangerous than the last place you were at.
Oh, like an active war zone?
It's a military history book, is what you're going to.
It is more dangerous than a bunch of
Treasure Island.
strawmen that
Yeah.
the guy set up against himself. Weird.
And there's a potential chance that I might be able to come to some because I didn't fully understand the rehearsal schedule.
Okay.
So
No, I get it. You didn't want to hang out with us, so you just said I'm not coming back. I get it.
Man, I totally get that.
If I had to sit between that BO, I would probably be upset too.
Tonight.
The qualifier speaks volumes.
I haven't sat on this side of the table for weeks, so I can't speak to previous weeks. This evening,
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
It is. I mean, I went to the children's zoo today with kiddo, and it is a 2-shower-a-day sort of fucking time of year. Jesus Christ, it was bad outside.
inside of Satan's asshole.
It was 90 degrees and 1,000% humidity. It was insane. I took kiddo to. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I took him with me. and we were at Bryan West, and I hold the door open for a lady walking out of the hospital, and she walks and she hits that threshold. She goes, Jesus! And I go, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
Welcome to Calcutta, where it is currently 97 degrees with a light drizzle.
It's crazy outside right now.
Corn sweats.
Yeah.
Keeping us nice and wet.
Moist.
Nice and moist.
Also, in a very specific problem, can't hook up my dehumidifier and my upstairs AC at the same time, or the whole house goes, nope. I'm good.
No.
That was a lot. I'm good.
You've got extension cords just running everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it like across the house or something. Okay.
So we're
All right.
on our fantastic voyage towards.
Fantastic. Slide, slippity slide.
Forget about your trouble and your 9 to 5. Just sail along. Just sail along.
Not too long. What?
I'm sorry. Quoting Lakeside was the threshold.
Yeah, that was my limit today.
She doesn't like music from that kind of communities. Okay? Listen, if he gets to be a sexist, we gotta put something on you.
Lord,
Like
the
get to
racist.
see.
Yeah. I get the honor of being the misogynist at the table.
No, misandrist. I've said this a long time. He's exclusively a misandrist.
Neither of those are true.
Okay. You put in the name to the book you're going to, okay?
I climb up one of the big bookshelves and just kind of like I'm still on the ship, just hanging out on top.
I'm legitimately never. I'm gonna make it so that you guys never lose this specific bookshelf, so that you can put up like flags and shit. Yeah, I really wanted to.
Oh, okay. I sort of had the impression we'd be ditching the bookshelves.
No, I would be too, but it feels like it's become like a thing.
Okay. We'll bring us in for a soft landing.
All right. You put what name do you put in?
The Fall of God's Rest by Marcus Mercier.
Ooh. You see this place coming up in the distance as it. I mean, the whole thing lurches forward, takes off. There'd be a lot of wind.
Whoa!
You see this thing start to.
You said this was part of the Great King's March.
Are we familiar with this book specifically, or would we be more
Or the
anecdotally familiar with the setting than the fact
You
that
got
books have been written?
everyone can roll society or war if you have it.
Okay. Oh, you couldn't have stayed on the 20.
Mine did stay on the 20. It went directly to the 20.
Good. One of us remembered. Makes more sense for you to remember.
It looks like there's a big city, and then there's like a little town, and there's
We've seen this
separated by-
before,
by
haven't
a
we?
forest.
We've been
Yeah.
shown this in brief.
Yeah, not in game, but in out of game, we've seen.
Oh,
it.
was it out of game? Okay.
There's mountains. There's like there's a rough shoreline.
Is,
Looks like there might be a cave system.
Did 2 of those THC drinks yesterday. Still feel a little loopy from it.
Well, that's why you were throwing edamame everywhere.
I don't think that makes you uncoordinated. I think I'm just uncoordinated.
Incredibly violent.
Brings out the rage.
my
Violence and misogyny.
So
That is a horrible
I
combination.
probably shouldn't say what my last experience with THC was, but I was still playing basketball. So
Ooh.
it was a very long time ago.
Like 20 years ago.
Yeah. More than
Like at a collegiate level, or like at a high school level.
freshman year of high school.
Really more than
More than 20, yeah.
that was the last time you did anything with
Yeah.
THC? No, I didn't know that.
Did you eat a pot brownie?
No.
You smoked it
Yeah.
from a joint?
You smoked a pot brownie?
That was probably fine. But when I had a basketball game the next day, I was completely uncoordinated.
Oh.
More uncoordinated than usual.
More uncoordinated than what he did?
Is that what got
Yeah.
kicked you off the team? Because that was the last
I
time.
didn't get kicked. You can't get kicked off of the B team. Of the freshman team.
He's been kicked off for a B team.
No, I was always on the B team.
What got Phil kicked off of the team was the cameras.
I didn't get kicked off of the team. I just didn't go back out my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't
You
go
were-
over any of those times.
Suggested it would be better for all involved. I'm just kidding. I did that shit in like 7th grade and realized I could miss a shot when no one is around me. I'm standing still right by the fucking hoop, and I would still miss it. So,
When we first did like at the very start of basketball season, everybody did like a big combined practice. It was all like freshman, JV, varsity, everybody involved, and the star of the team, who was one of the biggest assholes in the universe, said I should never touch a basketball.
you would know about handling balls.
Good team leader.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That guy's
I love you, man.
douchebag.
You can handle balls anytime you want.
Thanks.
Now he's an expert ball holder or handler.
No, he's a closeted ball handler.
Ooh.
Okay. Do we have a plan to not crash this fucking thing?
Sorry, I did roll a natural 20
Okay.
on the Great King's March.
So what you would know is that Marcus Mercier, he was a wannabe playwright that got caught up in the Great King's March, and basically treated, as opposed to running from it or trying to hide, or he basically treated it like a war correspondent. He just went with it. He went through the whole march, all the way to Adinagard, and documented the whole thing. This is the first book in the series. There are 5, and it's how he was his basically rise to fame. His plays are not great; they're like medium, right? But he saw this as his. I have something to write about.
But with a 32 on a natural 20, what do I know about the Great King's March?
Okay, it's in 3 parts basically. It's the
If it's too much to go over right now, that's fine.
no. With that, you've probably, or the Great King's March in general.
Yeah.
The Great King's March was a march of Leoda Togash and his queen, the Great Queen Ramita.
You son of a bitch.
I think we knew.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
we knew that, but I just remembered, and now I'm mad. I'm mad at the things I've remembered now.
The Great Queen Ramita stormed the earth looking for their son, and
Who
basically,
vanished unexpectedly.
they created the world's greatest army only to dissolve it for absolutely no purpose in the Doppelbrock region some 30 years ago.
Yeah, something happened. We don't. I mean, I don't know what happened.
Maybe
but
they found their son. Maybe
They probably he just showed up one
magically
day.
showed up one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what if your son just shows up, who does he bring with him? I mean, does he got friends? Probably, right?
Probably a bunch of assholes.
Like
mean-
the worst kinds of people.
And 2 indentured genies.
I feel
There was
like they
5
had
of them, I think.
I think there was.
They weren't all with you.
They're
No.
cool. I mean,
Brother too.
sure they had a code. They might not have been like good people, but they had a code.
If you vanish with a child, you don't have a code.
I don't think he was a child. I wouldn't say he was a child.
Why would they go looking for a fully grown adult? That would be the most mommy's boy kid and ever situation.
I mean, it's royalty. Royalty does weird stuff,
If you vanish with a child, you gotta have a code, otherwise they get out of the room too easy.
That was Patrick talking, not Quinlan. It made me sad when we moved into this house and the previous owners had 2 kids and there was hooks on the outside of those doors for the kids' rooms. And I went, what? What?
That's not cool.
That's way not
To
cool.
lock them in.
To lock them in.
Yeah.
Oh. I was thinking
Locks on
like
the
to
outside.
hang
No.
No.
the little
Hook locks.
latch
Yep.
things,
Little latch locks on the outside of at like 6.5 feet up.
Yeah. That's fun.
That's not cool.
Yep.
Although if I were that kid, you could have eventually learned how to get a piece of paper.
I took them
That's
both
'cause
out
you're a
and I
problem solver.
used
I
them
like
both
it.
on different things. I used it on the attic latch and the closet latch to Lincoln's room because I don't need him getting in there when he's fucking trying to go to bed.
There you go.
To answer your question, Amari, no, I haven't had any thoughts about how to stop this thing from crashing. And I'm guessing no one else has either.
Is there?
I'm gonna try jumping.
Oh no! Literary things. Yeah, say go to the beginning, or go to the end. We could go to the end.
You're
Of the-
one
you mean of the
rock,
book?
Or who's got the rock?
I don't know. It's fucking open. I don't get.
I got a rock.
Okay. You're
Where'd you
the
get
one-
that rock?
It's a talkie rock.
I
It's a
never,
different one.
It's a rock.
I never gave
That's
it
just
back
a
to
rock.
He just got a fucking brick for no reason.
him. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hey, curator. Yeah, this is Remy Blackpaw. We met the other day and I'm like, I'm a cute little tanuki. And
You lay down with me.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, how do we not crash?
I'm sorry. I don't entirely understand what you're saying.
Okay, so like we're in like a bookshelf, right? And we're going to the book that you were talking about, and we're like curious, how do we like get there but not crash? Because last time we crashed onto the pirate book, and it was kind of dangerous, and we didn't have any place to get off of it. So we're just like, how do you like not crash?
Well, historically, the most gentle way to start any book is from the beginning. Because if you start it towards the end, you're doing it wrong.
That's a great question, Bars. Why don't you tell us?
Phil, the mic's on your side on? Yeah?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I guess they were a little low.
Hello.
Sorry, my
Hello.
bad.
Sharing it.
They were a little low.
So
Well, that was probably not great, but
So yeah, so we basically say, hey, let's go to the beginning of the book, and then we don't crash, right? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Hey, he doesn't know, guys.
I hope you.
Okay, well, tell it to go to the beginning then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he basically is go to the beginning. So
It would probably be less confusing to start at the beginning anyway.
Plus, it'd probably be a more satisfying narrative experience.
What the fuck are you on about?
I don't know.
You slowly move your way in. Da-da-da-da. And the thing thoroughly rams but parallel itself into the ground.
here we go.
Hold on to stop them.
In a silty sort of wetland situation. Everybody, roll reflex saving throws.
You have to roll reflex to prevent your fingers from getting cut off when he flexes.
Oh my.
Why'd you put him up his ass, or?
They said grab onto something, and I said I grab onto his ass. And now he's saying that he's apparently going to cut my finger.
He's got razor ass.
32.
He's got a terrible
Okay.
case of razor ass.
He's got teeth.
Yes, I've got teeth.
Anal dentata.
Yep.
It was a.
It's real.
It didn't keep it. It was
did
a
you
2,
ask us
which
to
would
roll
have made it
something?
18.
Yeah, bud.
What'd you ask?
Reflex save.
Reflex? Okay.
What table are you at?
I don't know. I'm tired. I'm very tired. I rolled in that one. You know what? Let's see what happens.
You were too used to having a tiny little hand in your butt, and you're like very distracted by that.
31.
Dirty 20.
Natural 20 for a 33.
Okay.
32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone over a 24. So 25 or above. You are fine. Everyone who failed, you propelled forward, or prone, though it doesn't matter. And you sail quite some way. You only take 8 damage. Sail.
Make sure I didn't
Lamari,
have
you alright?
No! Fuck!
Oh no, did you land on your face? Don't. You should try not to land on your face.
Who else? Who didn't make it?
Somebody mind helping me up?
Quinlan and
Og.
Og. You find yourselves quite some distance away from the bookshelf, and you guys are all worried because they are quite some distance away from the bookshelf.
No.
Basically, you hit a tree on the way in, and y'all got sent from that, and then the thing landed mostly safe nearby. There's a giant tent town that you were flying over at the time. They land
Do we land on the tent town?
in the middle of a circle.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's a Scadio situation.
Oh, look at that. You got,
It's a big ass thing right there.
Here's
how
where you
y'all
find yourself.
doing?
Well, that landing didn't go as expected.
Are these orcs around us?
Barrington. In Orcish. Who the fuck?
Ow. In orcish back. I go, hi, I'm Oglock.
Don't forget the accent.
Hi, y'all. I'm Oglock.
No accent, just a y'all.
Just adding a y'all.
That was comedically the best choice.
Quinlan, you and Omari change glances as you both realize either to speak a language here.
Because I don't know this language.
Are we about to rely on Oglock to speak on our behalf?
Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe you guys should stay quiet. I don't know.
This thing walks in. Who is this tiny one?
What am I looking at?
This is a skull crusher.
Uh-huh.
They are technically orcs,
Uh-huh.
but they are a kind of orc that there's not a lot on to fall, but you're aware of them. They're Jotun breed orcs.
That gentleman is 16 squares.
Which would imply that
He's gargantuan.
he's at least 16 times bigger than me.
60 feet tall.
Oh, damn, you're big.
You don't have a lot of skull crushers. You're used to real big things on Defall, but
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of skull crushers.
We are.
Craziest thing is they are born normal orcs, and some of them just are.
They just kept.
Yeah,
Going.
they just kept going. It's like goldfish; they don't got that gene that makes them stop.
Oh, am I correct in assuming that this is the camp of the Great King? Sorry, I hit my head on the way in.
Yeah, you should be scared.
What?
Oh, don't want to fight, does he?
I didn't say I wasn't. I was scared.
This coward. Yeah, tell us all your poems and whatnot.
Hold on, y'all. You did not just call me a yellow-bellied, chicken-livered son of a gun. I know he didn't, but...
Your mama's got small triceps.
Yep, initiative.
It's on site now.
I will allow Quinlan to choose whether or not he joins this initiative.
It's like, I don't know what they're saying, but it doesn't look good. This doesn't look good.
No, we did. Well, there's lots of pretty things here, I guess.
Are we able to actually roll initiative? Because I think I would try to hit him.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
If you want to. Oh, we can get rid of the
Sure.
counter that
I'm just feeling stupid.
Can't try and sucker him.
I'm going to rage and battle cry as a free action. I get to do both of those when I roll initiative, which is fucking cool.
Big that die.
What's your initiative?
I probably need to roll that, huh?
I rolled natural 20s for both of you. Although I don't have your stats. So what are yours?
Plus 15.
No. What'd you roll?
Oh, okay, 27.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought you wanted to use the roll you did.
You still wouldn't have done it, but
Okay. And then I roll against his will save, I think. Fuck.
Oh.
Bad roll. 22 for the intimidate.
will DC or will save?
DC.
Okay. Does not hurt him. Does not affect him.
Okay. So his turn then.
Okay.
Oh, I get some.
I get to use the action Crush Skulls. That's a real action that's put in here.
Wait a minute, you mean the Skull Crushers can actually crush skull?
I guess. Hey, buddy, I didn't make these.
Why do they call him
Pathfinder
Boris the Bullet
2E,
Dodger?
to their credit, have a lot of pre-built orcs. They're real ready for you to use orcs. I don't know if you ever looked it up, Laura, but there's like 40 fucking NPC pre-built orcs. If you just type in orc, there's like a shitload of them.
I had noticed.
Yeah. And I'm going to be using a handful of them throughout the course of this. And then some pre-mades. Potentially for other people. What the fuck? Okay. It's going to use all 3 actions.
Shit started off.
It's going to use all 3 actions.
Okay.
You need to roll a basic reflex.
They made fun of his mom, so he engaged.
He said his mom has small triceps.
Yeah.
28.
Success.
D-Har has exceptional triceps.
So you take half. And half is... half is 17.
Okay. Just so you know, a lot of that was my temporary hit points.
Yeah. Swings it down, hits the ground. Shrapnel hits everywhere. It doesn't hit you, but...
Fucker. Well, probably hits me somewhat if I took some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You would notice not using weapon.
That's fine, neither am I.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use... where is it? Intimidating Strike, if I can find it. Okay, yeah. If make a melee strike, if I hit and deal damage, target's frightened 1 or frightened 2 on a critical hit, and it's 2 actions to compensate for being
Hesh
better.
says exceptional triceps are hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. That's better.
I'm going to use a hero point because it's getting near. Well, fuck. 25 probably misses.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he misses.
I will try to intimidate and hope I roll. God damn it, a 1.
Did you see that
I can't roll
Bars gave
better
you a
than
hero
7.
point?
Bars gave
Bars did give you a hero point.
Bars gave you a hero
I
point.
appreciate that, Bars. I guess I will use it because might as well.
Bars
Because
also
you're
added the
making
term
choices.
suckers. Thank you.
That. Did you do it again?
1 in 400 chance, ladies and gentlemen.
know. I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 2, so it got better. Bars, I just need like 18 more hero points.
Great job, dude. A full round is gone. I'll say to the person outside of combat.
How much bigger is this thing than us?
I mean,
It's a building.
It's probably
I'm
it's
punching
probably
its foot.
it's probably 40 feet tall, and built like a brick shit house. Like it's.
Breathing fire.
I mean, it's a building. He's literally a building of a person, but he's not using weapons. And you would note he has weapons around his waist. There's literally 2 axes around its waist, and it's just swinging with its fists.
And when you're an orc and an orc building insults your orc mother, you have to have an orc fight.
You gotta go orc.
You would notice nobody else is jumping in.
Right.
Nobody around the outside is jumping in. There's cheering. There's some people who are uninterested. There's like cooking fires happening around you. I mean, here I can show you. It's literally
Yeah.
it's literally a fucking just like open camp around here, and
Oh,
people are
damn.
just hanging. For all the people you see, there's
Can't
way
pick them
more.
up.
All the tokens you see, there's way more people. Just,
I have it.
these are the only combat
too big.
ones I've chosen for this, but they're either cheering or
Yeah,
not
two
interested.
sides.
None of them are entering that wood circle. Yeah. You could also let's roll society. Maybe you know something about orcs.
Oh, my society sucks balls.
Okay, never mind.
We'll see if I can hit a nat 20 though, but no,
You have
it's
been
not
hanging
going to
around
happen.
with 2 orcs.
A 5.
No.
No.
He knows.
My strategy then at this point is to sit down on a log and just start laughing.
You're joined by some people nearby who are doing the same thing, and they offer you like kebabs and what's clearly booze.
I mean, I realize my friend could die at any moment, but I'm hoping the large, extremely large skull crusher will find it amusing that this gnat is trying to bother him.
They seem enamored with your enjoying it as much as anyway, and then you're immediately in on the party. Congratulations, you're in the cookout.
Well done.
There's a part of you, by the way, I'm sure, Og, that's aware.
Yeah.
There's a little theater happening here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy was...
When was the last time you were at a clan get-together that a couple people didn't get in a fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got close last time. I was hanging out with my brother, so yeah.
Yeah, but he fucking deserves it. Okay, let's cut to the other group. You've landed away from them in a little clearing in the middle of this massive tent village.
Can we see where they landed?
You know a direction. You can't exactly see where they are.
Can we
Although
see
you-
the 60-foot tall things?
I mean, there's more than just these 2. We'll say that. There's, for this whole place, there's probably 3 dozen of these skull crushers in it. Amongst the... go ahead and roll perception.
$32.
Also 32.
26. It was almost better.
You don't know exact numbers. There are thousands of orcs here.
I'm assuming that when we landed, that it kind of, drew some people towards us. We got attention, and
Mhm.
probably kind of loud.
No, they don't seem to mind you at all.
Really?
Don't seem to pay any mind. In fact, some of the people you're looking at and passing don't even have full facial structures. They're like slightly
Oh.
masked and like obscured and.
Well,
I
think we're just in a description. You know, in a book.
So, yes, many are very ill-defined. We should... I do not know, as we venture in further, if we will be completely safe. You should... I wish my brother were here. He looks more like a traditional orc, but I will speak to them as best I can if we are stopped in any way. We should find the others that flew off in that direction.
Yeah.
That is a big boy.
You've lost her. She's no longer useful. She's forgotten Oglock exists.
Mafalda has found a new challenge.
I am Bradley Cooper in the D&D movie.
Yeah. Listen, you've got you have a specific thing. It's your thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're dancing
I'm
around.
a type.
Yeah, we're dancing around the exact term, but we all know what it is.
Boy, I sure hope the others are being ignored like we are. Cut 2.
The Skull Crusher just smashed it.
This is pretty good. This is fun. Have you tried the kebab yet? It's very well
No,
seasoned.
I'm still stuck on the churros.
You were never at any point offered a churro.
It says churros right up there.
It says he will, however, at no point be offered a churro.
No.
And Hesh has said the most blasphemous thing he has ever spoken upon the stream.
Oh,
my
God.
Oh, Hesh. Oh, Hesh.
No.
Oh, Hesh. You might as well have told me my mom's ugly. Yeah.
I had churros in Madrid with dipping chocolate. And let me tell you,
Ooh.
my life was changed.
Hey, can we change my porn name to Dipping Chocolate?
Dipping chocolate.
Or chocolate dipped churro.
Yeah, we'll have to consult the committee, Mike, but I guess we can...
You're the committee! I'm putting it forward right now. I know we're not in session currently.
Yeah, we've got enough for a quorum.
Oh, God. We have fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next round. Go ahead.
He goes first, right?
Yep. Oh, right. That's right. It's
He wants a
just gonna
seal.
use Skull Crush again, I guess.
Okay, reflex again.
Yep, reflex.
21.
Yep, that's not gonna. That's a
Fucking
fail.
4.
So
Are you within 15 feet of me?
I don't think I have to win this.
this left
No,
hook
I'm just
really
saying.
does connect and clocks you. So you're gonna take 21 bludgeoning.
Thump.
And you move 5 feet. It's called 5 foot emancipation. You are moved. You are emancipated from your spot.
like punch and I was like slide back. Like,
Can I stand up and push him back in? I would like to stand up and push him back in.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking mod
You
pit.
see Quinlan pushes you back.
thank you, Quillen.
Gently, like,
I got you, buddy.
moves him
I
back
got
into
you.
his spot.
All right, I'm gonna do my attack.
Thank you, Quinlan. His nose is very broken at this point.
That's a good roll. 36.
That'll crit.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm gonna kick him right in his fucking kneecap.
You would have to jump.
That's
it.
about all I can reach.
Climbs up, does a jump kick.
He's 40 foot.
So it's 32 damage.
Uh-huh.
No, plus a bunch of extra damage. 32 plus 16, 48.
48 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I forget that it doesn't add rage damage on.
And how do you do
Pathfinder.
it? Oh.
Yeah. Full glass
It's all
cannon.
glamour.
Everybody's
It's
got-
all glamour muscles.
He's laughing at me and he thinks it's funny, and I just kind of glare at him and just kick him right in his knee, and he's like,
Oh! You just hear, oh!
Since I use intimidating strike, that is he's frightened too. Because I crit.
Oh wow.
I
That's
love that.
pretty
I
funny.
love that ability. It's 2 actions, but you can frighten on a hit. It auto frightens on a hit, which is the better part.
That's very good.
Yeah,
I
That's
gotta
funny.
do some. I gotta do something real quick.
and I'll say I don't do anything else this turn. I use my other action, moving back up, even though Quinlan pushed me.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm having
That's
fun.
not what I wanted.
I hear no bell.
I too have played a barbarian before. This is the whole game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Quinlan go ahead and roll perception real quick.
I miss a barbarian.
They're
23.
stupid and fun.
Maybe I want to be a barbarian in your campaign.
Do it.
You know, any
cool.
class can be stupid and fun
Oh,
if you just
I've
try
decided
hard
I
enough.
don't want to be a bard anymore, so you can be a bard.
Are you telling me that because you want to be a barbarian now?
No,
Then
I
just
got.
said I think I might want to be a barbarian in Morgan's campaign.
I think I got talked into being a alchemist skinned as a snake oil salesman.
Okay.
Well,
Which
I
you
mean,
could
play
also
whatever
do
you want.
bard in that,
I
like-
didn't.
I mean, I could put some bard aspects in that. Yes.
Yeah. I do think that it would be a really fun
You could also.
kind of character to play.
You want to play barbarian, Laura?
Mm.
You can do damage barbarian because I'm doing a turtle tank shield. You can do damage barbarian. You don't even have to do like tank barbarian.
I mean, all barbarians are somewhat.
Yeah, but you don't gotta take like. Fuck toughness.
That's what I did on this character.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got lower AC than I think the whole.
Alright,
party.
what'd you roll?
I had a 23.
23. Okay. Let me roll for Omari real quick.
Thank you.
Oh, Mari.
Omari's like in it, but
Not sure who she's talking about.
break him! just in it. You see wandering out of the biggest tent here, directly across from where you guys are at. There's this gentleman who looks confused. He's looking around, looking at everything, looks confused.
I don't see this guy, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Okay. The three of you walk up to the edge of this. You see a massive crowd is formed. Mafalda,
Mm-hmm.
Mogusk, I guess Valmora, and Angus, Bravehammer.
But that's, I don't know.
By
who
the
that
way,
is.
this is Path Muncher's working. Before we leave, if we could put all in your correct stuff, that'd be great.
Mhm.
You see this group, you see this thing dancing around, and you see that it's fighting Oglock. Whatever it is.
I don't think they were as lucky as us.
You also see Quinlan laughing his fucking ass off.
Oh man, these fucking kebabs are great.
They're so good.
I can't believe. Oh, wow.
They're people.
What's that? Fair people.
They're people.
Oh,
What can I roll to determine my level of awareness about the situation and how badly I overreact?
You can roll society because you're from this society. A version of it, anyway.
29.
He's in a classic barbecue stomp. You know, you throw insults at people across the barbecue until somebody gets super pissed off, and then you fight them. You were never particularly good at barbecue stomp,
Barbecue.
but it is your brother's favorite sport.
I love the Q stomp.
First rule of barbecue stomp is you don't talk about barbecue stomp.
Unless it was cool, and then you talk about it a lot.
He's doing what he loves. I'll have a lot of work to do later. We should get some food.
What he loves getting his ass handed to him by another giant orc?
It's a Q
I
stomp.
mean, thus far, I've done more damage.
That's right. And the people sitting next to you, they offer you a giant plate of assorted dried fruits and meats,
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
all heavily spiced.
Ooh.
Our people do this for fun.
Yeah.
It is fun for them.
An indie band T forms on Marcus' body. He's wearing a scarf all of a sudden.
No, it's just that I always have to patch him up after these. And it is sometimes extensive work.
That's part of the fun. It's part of medicine school. This is how you practice medicine.
The annoying part is finding all of the teeth and putting them back in.
You
I
definitely
you
are
could
missing
just
one.
put them in a bag.
What kind of psycho would do that?
I don't know.
Next hit on you, buddy.
You got him frightened?
Oh, sorry, frightened did. Let me
Just -2.
Let me add in frightened did. All right. You go ahead and roll your reflex.
No.
This is not to hit because he's too big for it to be to
God
hit.
damn it! It did. This is what the dice did. It was on a 4 already, and it just like scooted it. I'm not kidding. It didn't even re-roll it. It just was like, nope, 4 again.
I'm sorry. I hear a lot of bitching. I hear a lot of numbers coming out of you.
Failed.
Okay.
21.
Excellent. 27 bludgeoning damage.
It's too bad it's bludgeoning because
Yeah.
I at this level I just picked up that I resist piercing damage, which would be great.
Well, his hands aren't that.
Yep. No, you're right.
Try Jesus.
Your turn.
Don't try me.
His intimidate would go down
Try
1
Jesus.
I
also.
throw hands.
Zatro.
Did you catch that, Mike?
Love you, Toby. Sorry, what?
His intimidate, his frightened would go down 1.
Yeah, I did know.
Okay. I'm gonna. I would love to do Titan Wrestler stuff,
Mhm.
but he's too big.
He's too big.
He's actually too big.
He's
for
too
me to
strong.
Do that. Yeah. So we're just gonna do an intimidating strike again.
He's thick from both the front and the back.
He
And the side to side.
Mm-hmm.
27, but it's like
The
it
hits.
gave me a 9 when
Hits.
it should be a 19. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, I'll quit bitching now. 24. No, I probably won't. 24 damage.
Yeah, probably.
And he's already frightened 1, so that doesn't really.
Are you bloodied? Are you bleeding?
I'm not.
Okay. That's by the way, that's the call off time on barbecue stuff.
I'm getting close. If
That's
he
the
hits me
whistle.
again- if he
That's
hits
the
me again,
whistle.
I
If
will.
somebody's, if you can like see inside somebody, then they're like, we're good.
I plopped down by Omari and I'm like eating a like barbecued pineapple. I'm like, have you tried these yet?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my, these are.
Wait till the chicken guy comes back around.
I didn't even know you could do that to these things.
Well,
Who's winning?
Hey guys, I found the chicken guy.
Marcus always looks for the chicken guy. Chicken on a stick. Mafalda enjoys some chicken.
Yes.
Okay, next round. Go ahead and roll your reflex.
Wow.
Oh man.
3 in a row.
Struggling.
Oh god.
This
Which
one's
roller are
only
you
23
using?
bludgeoning damage.
Is that doubled?
Did you crit fail?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh yeah. So no. This 46 bludgeoning damage as you just get kicked, like right in the solar plexus.
We're about done.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
you're over here.
Yeah, no, he kicks me completely out of the ring onto a bench.
That's also the other end for barbecue. If you get thrown out of the ring, you're done.
Pit slapped through a house. What's your excuse?
Oh!
Alright, maybe my mom can work on her traps a little more.
He comes over and picks you up. Good form. Great form.
That is nonsense, brother. Our mother has excellent traps.
I know. Ow. Oh, I feel like I didn't do that great.
I was only here for the last couple of things, but you really didn't.
Potion healed and potion healed and mead chugging.
Yes. Yes. In fact, fuck the potion. Just give me the mead.
He comes to pick up your near lifeless body and says, "Say, do you want to come to a super soft birthday party?"
Yes, I do.
There's Peter, by the way.
Peter the giant fucking orc.
You all start to party. As the person you saw that was interested makes his way across. I mean, it's rave. It's like fucking, it's a rave.
It's like that scene from the Matrix movies where they're underground in a rave.
There's so many people. There's
We are Zion, and we are not afraid.
They're so sweaty. Oh god, there's so much sweat. Oh god.
gosh.
As this individual walks up to you.
Oh. Hello.
Hey. You're from outside the book, yeah?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That is an astute amount of awareness. I assume you are someone of great importance, or are you also from outside the book?
No. Pleasure to meet you, Marcus Messier.
Oh.
This is your book.
Well, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Last book we were in, the guy who wrote the book, he
was
also
in it,
knew.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Cool.
You made the Skull Crushers too strong. So go back to eating my kebab.
Sorry. He was thorough in his details. By the way, I don't consider myself that guy.
Well, you're like a version of him, I guess. Right?
You are that guy that guy wrote.
I get why you want to differentiate it, though.
It's been a while since we've been here, so not really that guy.
How do you know how long the book has been open?
No idea. But I've been around for about 8 months.
Does time change at all, or is that like a...
Yeah. He was, again, thorough. This place works, I don't know, for the most part. Marome's shit, he points to the town. There's a cliff face nearby with a siege castle on the top of it. This is the, welcome to the first, quote-unquote, siege of the Great King's March. It's not really a siege, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, I all heard about sieges, but this is
This I don't know. I thought like a siege would be different, but it looks like you guys are just kind of camping, like really big.
This wasn't Marcus yet. I was in the town when they showed up. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Eat, have a good time. There's better beds in the big tent back there. Leo's not around anymore. He wandered to the back of the book, so we have free reign.
I'm conflicted.
The king.
Oh yeah. Leo da
Yeah.
Togash. He's a NPC, but Marcus spent a lot of time with him.
Is he? I can't remember. Is he still alive in the real world?
You would have no idea.
Oh, I'd still ask him that then.
Okay.
Do I know how long ago these events took place?
30-ish years.
It is based on timeline entirely possible, but I know not. His location is no longer known ever since all of the whole army just disbanded without any explanation.
It's called the disbanding of the march. Yeah, it's a documented thing at this point.
His
Basically, hell rode up to Adina Guard, and for unknown purposes, it just went away.
Well, I'm gonna go sit down for a bit.
Yeah. There's good healers around here. They're the. We got potions on their back. You'll be fine.
Oh, perfect. I go in. Can I am I able to top myself all the way up?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Slowly, but yeah. We've had a few of your kind wander through, so
How did that go for them?
I don't know. I don't go to the end of the book anymore.
Do you know what they look like? What they look like?
Yeah. There's a There's a big cow dude. There was a little one with him with like a glowy eye. The
The
group
one
act.
that was deeply unsettling.
Like you wouldn't want to be in a room alone with her.
Yeah, she's here.
Wait, were they together? All of those? Or was
No, it was a
Who got here?
month or two after the first group.
Wow. Okay.
And then there's the rich folks wandered through here not too long ago too. Tried to buy through everything. I'm trying to tell them that there's no purpose for currency and.
Oh, I bet you. What?
Felicia,
Yeah.
that group.
Okay. We're on the right track, everybody.
I'll be honest. You should get back on your thing and wander back out of here. There's nothing fun later on.
Unfortunately, we are not here
For fun.
for amusement.
Okay, let me put this a different way. Those other groups that came through here, they felt very confident and strong, and like you guys seem to be. And this thing's still open.
You're misreading the situation. We're not confident and strong. We're really flying by the seat of our pants here.
I really
shit.
told our friend as we left that I had questions for him if we lived.
Okay, well, shit. Then I definitely recommend you guys get the hell out of here.
Look, as far as you know, those other people, they're still either in the book or dead.
Yeah, I mean, they ranted and raved about closing this place when they inevitably crashed here, and I'm getting kind of old at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are looking for at least 3 of the people that you mentioned explicitly.
Okay,
Maybe
which ones?
4?
I mean, I wouldn't know where they are, but for curiosity's sake, I can't get rid of that stuff.
The large cow, the one with the glowy eye, and the one you wouldn't want to be in a room alone with.
Heather. Yeah, she was tough. I don't know. She got on a little bit after a bit.
just have been calling her Hitch.
I'm sorry, do you not know her name? I assumed you were all together in a weird way.
It is a weird way.
Co-workers.
Okay. I'm pretty good at telling when you're lying. Thank you.
I think we are co-workers with Hitch, aren't
We've
we?
worked with them in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slight omissions are lying. Thank you, though.
Okay.
We are former associates.
No, okay, you're right.
We are former associates
yeah.
in CD deeds. Does that seem honest enough for you?
CD deeds make sense. Yeah, she didn't make it to the end of the book. I know that. Pretty sure she's not dead, but she's not. I haven't gone back that way in a while, so.
Which way is she?
Oi! If she's not dead, then our job's not done.
Vel, shh.
That's Vel Moore. Oh, you said Vel. You said Phil.
Yeah.
No, Vel.
Vel, shh.
So his book goes as such: the telling of the siege of Muram. He parks this entire army out here. As you can see, there's only one up the cliffs. There's only one little walkway. That's why they don't even have a gate on it. There's no way to siege this place, right? Like you can't get siege weapons up there. You can't march an army up there. You would be killed from the walls. But he parked 7,000 troops out here. There's 300 soldiers in there. They gave up. Leo walked up that, and they just gave up instantly. There's no siege here, right? However, the Great March across the wetlands is a different thing. There's a bunch of monsters and stuff. It became this whole slog for them to get across. And it was when he learned that they shouldn't be carrying horses and siege weapons with them. They should simply be marching. It was one of the first great lessons Leo learned. And then they get to the city, and well, the tribal chief there didn't give up. So that's not a fun portion of the book.
So we go that way then? Okay.
Buddy, I'm telling you.
We all got roles to play, you know?
All right.
We do not. Yes.
Literal 3 for 3 here. How about wander into Muram with me? They got a good bar in there. They only play 4 songs, but it's not bad.
Muram's the little town at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
that little town down here.
Okay.
The camp is down here.
Yeah.
This is Muram.
I mean, if
I actually can't see what you're pointing at.
Yeah.
So at the bottommost, that little like peninsula at the bottom is where the camp is. Muram is the town at the cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
Then it continues to move forward.
So, time moves like that crazy here, so I guess we're not in that big a hurry. So, one more night's not gonna mean be any different. Make a difference. Sorry, that's what I was looking for.
Perhaps not.
You can also
There-
stay here. The chieftain's hut's pretty comfortable. I mean, that's where I've been staying.
I'm
since
aware
Leo
that
took off.
this is this is not the real course of events, and that these people are all works of writing. It still sits with me a little disrespectful to sleep in the king's quarters.
Well, that's fair. I mean, he's an alright dude. He knows I'm alright.
But
Yeah. Let's take off.
we should go wherever we can learn the most that will help our chances of survival. I'm somewhat familiar with these events in history, and I hold no illusions that we are somehow above danger.
Oh no, yeah, it's bad. But cheesesteaks, yeah. You find yourselves in Muram. He wanders you up this cart path. It's incredibly steep, cliffs on all sides. It's I mean, there's a reason they didn't put a gate on it. You're not marching an army up there. You just aren't.
Yeah, I can see why they didn't bother putting the gate on here.
Yeah.
You can fall off this too.
Marcus, to his credit, says that the greatest decision the mayor of this town ever made was not fighting them. It would have been bloody and long sent, but this whole place would have burned eventually.
Bet you it was good for the economy too.
No, I don't know about that. I assume there's a way more orc babies in this place wandering through than not.
Oh. Didn't think about that.
He takes you into a stone building built into the castle, the fortress exterior. It's a humble pub. So, again, 4 songs. They're long, but 4 songs. If you get bored, we can wander around the market.
Not that it... Perhaps it doesn't matter, but his comment made me think of it. Is Mercer full orc or half orc?
You wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know. Okay.
No, there's literally nothing I can tell you guys to not just turn around.
Probably not.
Because you seem an alright bunch, quite frankly. And
thanks. You seem pretty alright too.
I appreciate that you want to save our lives. Unfortunately, we are in a position where we have little choice.
And as that's the way it stands, it's probably better to give us better advice of what to expect as we move along.
And all your stuff. What?
you can't say that out loud and then say what? I heard everything you said. Were you trying to confuse me with the what? Or?
No, I think I'm confusing myself.
Did you get hit in the head too?
No, I'm just reverse bleaching.
Ow!
She came dangerously close to her end.
Yes, I did get hit in the head.
Yeah, we there's a dent. The swamp is a Draco swamp. There's wyvern adjacent alligators and crocodiles and stuff. Okay, don't trust the water, and don't trust the plants. Some of them are carnivorous, even if they don't seem like they are.
Okay, so
there's old Ents there that run the place. They, for whatever reason, are particularly ornery, or at least written that way. And then there's there's another thing there that's I don't know what it is. A few times I've wandered through, it picks up the same couple of guys and sweeps them off. I think I'm sort of immune to it because I have to make it to the end, right? But it's not pleasant. You can fly. It's fast.
So
it's not an actual dragon, is it?
Didn't seem big enough, but I don't know much about dragons. Hell, I don't know much about what's not written in here.
So there's wyvern gators, tree spirits, and a possible big, huge killer thing.
Yeah, and that's before you get to the siege of God's Rest.
And then there's Okay.
This entire army magically teleports over there because that's where they're supposed to be at that point in the book, yeah? And they burn that fucking city to the ground, including almost everybody in it. And that will include you if you're there.
Okay.
Are there boats to get through the swamp?
No. I mean, there aren't in this. They lost all their horses, they lost their siege weapons as they pulled them through. Very on purpose. The point of this is that the king learned that simply having a walking army was more important. It was more versatile than putting together a traditional army.
Sounds like fun. Anybody ever try just to go around it?
There's no around it. You'll fall off. I've tried. There's an edge. You won't let me leave, but there's like a thing I run into.
Well, let's get some citronella candles. Let's go through a fucking swamp.
Thank you very much for watching.
Hey.
We'll be back tomorrow with probably the end of Mirth.
What?
Dun dun dun.
And then we'll be back Sunday with somewhere near the end.
One of the
I mean,
last
one of, like,
episodes.
4 or 5, probably.
One of the episodes of Antonican Tales. In this one.
We will finally avenge shit given.
He's not dead?
Yeah,
He's dead to us.
but he wishes he was.
Because that shit giving name caught on. Good night, everybody.